Welcome to the Bobby Couto Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of human experiences and excellence. With special guests, real-life anecdotes, and thought-provoking discussions. Get ready to unlock and tap into your absolute potential with your host, manifestation coach, Bobby Couto.
Good evening, you slick suckers and click cluckers. I'm here with the Culture Raw, and it's your host, King Drastic. You know the host with the most and don't smell like roaches, baby. Bringing out two incredible musicians, all the way from New England. So give a round of applause for Ya Boi Loco and Moolah Monopoly.
Hey, yo, Moolah, you ready to get this work? Okay, let's get it. We be coming from a place we don't small talk. Got runners run the city, fuck a ball walk. Hitters on the team, Barry Bomb, bitch. It's us, never them, no contest. Came up from a Nick, no cannon. All up in your bitch like a tampon. The watch got no time for that lame shit. Bring the whole city out like we famous. We be coming from a place we don't small talk. Got runners run the city, fuck a ball walk. Hitters on the team, Barry Bomb, bitch. It's us, never them, no contest. Came up from a Nick, no cannon. All up in your bitch like a tampon. The watch got no time for that lame shit. Bring the whole city out like we famous. Bring the whole city out like a ride. Give a fuck about a hater like he quiet. I can fuck that bitch without trying. But I'd rather get some top cause I be tired. I be clocked in 24/7 energizer. Show the blueprint, but they still none the wiser. No, I ain't knew him, that dude is a liar. Can fuck with these cats that be acting like vaginas. Bro want to smoke, but he's sweeter than Maduros. He gon' end up in the sewer like a fucking Ninja Turtle. Had a resident on a V cause they jealous. Drop a few rack on a stripper for the fellas. Drop a few rack cause a motherfucker can. Your boy be on the roll like a Michelin man. Know it's first class when a motherfucker land. When you writing that check, add some zeros to the end. We be coming from a place we don't small talk. Got runners run the city, fuck a ball walk. Hitters on the team, Barry Bomb, bitch. It's us, never them, no contest. Came up from a Nick, no cannon. All up in your bitch like a tampon. The watch got no time for that lame shit. Bring the whole city out like we famous.
Moolah Monopoly, how do you feel about your first musical collaboration with Ya Boi Loco?
Honestly, I'm excited, man. It's long overdue, man. Big us, never that, man. Been a long time coming, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Look ahead, Job Turkey. You might think you might be winning. You might think you're gonna win. But it ain't us, never them. If it ain't Moolah Monopoly, Boi Loco, us, never them. Yeah, baby.
Shout out my niggas, it's us, never them. We pop out a movie, we creme de la creme. We really the movement, y'all sing it, we swim. They pay us that Lucci's, y'all trust like your bins. For feelings, we go out, we'll jump out the gym. That crowd, they get local, we getting it in. Y'all doubting, y'all crazy, I really been him. We laugh at them haters, it is what it is. It is what it is, and fuck what they say. They sound me like noodles, cause we in the game. They copy our movement, but we not the same. I pray that we win, no days that it rains. I got me some shooters, they stay with that range. Few carries, no bank shots, we switch at the brim. We rather get moolah and stack up them chips. I'm more to get money and fuck on your bitch. And fuck on your bitch, we rather get money and fuck on your bitch, ha. And fuck on your bitch, we rather get money and fuck on your bitch, ha.
We be coming from a place we don't small talk. Got runners run the city, fuck a ball walk. Hitters on the team, Barry Bomb, bitch. It's us, never them, no contest. Came up from a Nick, no cannon. All up in your bitch like a tampon. The watch got no time for that lame shit. Bring the whole city out like we famous. We be coming from a place we don't small talk. Got runners run the city, fuck a ball walk. Hitters on the team, Barry Bomb, bitch. It's us, never them, no contest. Came up from a Nick, no cannon. All up in your bitch like a tampon. The watch got no time for that lame shit. Bring the whole city out like we famous.
What do you say? What do you say? We are hot. Ooh, this is loud. Jody Jo, this is loud. We are loud. We are live.
We are loud.
We are live. You switch that camera out, bro? We good?
Yeah,
We're good. We're live?
We're live.
Boomer Amaral. Welcome to the show. It's not loud enough now. I can't hear me. Here we go. All right. Technical difficulties in the beginning of the year.
It's all right. It's all right.
Look, people might not recognize this guy sitting over here, but this is Boomer Amaral 2.0 with the beard, bro. I'm digging it. You look good, man.
Yeah, I haven't decided.
You look amazing.
Yet. Still trying to.
Dude, it works on you. And the flannel just
right? Like,
tops
who
it right
knew?
off, right?
Who
Tops
knew,
it right off, right? And Jody Jo in the house. Thank you, brother, for being here.
Yeah. What's
How
up,
you doing?
guys? How we doing?
We got Haile on the chat.
Yep.
What's going on?
Was nothing, just chilling.
Nothing, just chilling.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like that earlier on Facebook. Like you were going back and forth talking some shit earlier. I saw that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm going to still stand on it today.
Well, I think it's a lot of that's perception. You know what I mean? And, and not to start off the show this way, but just welcome to the show, everybody. Like, this is episode 1, January live cast, and I appreciate everybody joining the show today. We opened the episode with Ya Boi Loco. That's his new song, Famous. Like, and I was telling you earlier, like we were talking about earlier, like, you know what? I never want to say the term Fall River famous and insult anybody, but I would say like he's there. Like I think Loco's finally like he's there. Like he's found his rhythm.
Yeah, I think he's doing well. I think he's being consistent. I think he's doing good.
Right, and the guy is die
nice
hard.
to see him
like
finally like be that consistent.
He's legit.
Flow,
like he doesn't stop. Like he's relentless.
No,
you know what I mean?
Good job.
Right? I mean, his tequila. I got his tequila. Right. I'm just gonna give him a little.
No, he's everywhere. He's everywhere
There
for
we go.
sure.
There it is, right there. Like,
No, he's doing it right.
Get the main shot right there. Get the main shot in the middle. There it is. Nope, there it is, right there.
The other one, you're right,
We got
Jody.
it.
The other shot was the main shot, but Loco's the second main
There
shot.
it is.
So you
There
gotta
it
use
is.
that
So
one.
thank you, Loco. I talked to him yesterday, and I said, "Hey, man, I am totally digging your stuff, and I want to put it on the show. I want to open the show with it." And he's like, "Dude, I really appreciate that."
Yeah,
So,
there's nothing wrong with that.
so shout out to your
Take
boy
care of
Loco,
everybody.
dude. He's doing great things, and I'm proud of him, and I appreciate what he's doing. And you know, the show has been not stagnant. I've been working in the background, right?
No,
Like the New
setting
Year's
everything
coming,
up, getting everything
absolutely,
ready,
bro.
yeah,
And
and
you know,
all
just
the-
really
all the
trying to set
fundraisers,
up.
everything else,
Yeah,
too.
you know
Like,
what else too, bro? And like
holidays
just
are busy,
just to be honest, it's adjusting. I think anybody who's an entrepreneur, you'll relate to this, man. If you don't adjust, if you don't have the ability to pivot immediately,
Yep.
you can find yourself in a situation where you almost panic, like, oh my God, what do I do now, right? Because you tend to look
And then you
towards
put it off because
right?
you don't know how to adapt.
Yes.
now.
So
You
I think
gotta
as an
adapt.
entrepreneur, you try to be octopus, right? Like you try to get as many arms as you can to see, like, all right, who can I leverage to help me do this, to propel this forward, right? And you try to associate yourself with people, and it doesn't always work out that way, right? Like what your vision is, people have their own lives, they have things that are going on in their lives. And it's like, so how do you, I guess to the long point of this, how do you convince people to be like, listen, like give up everything you know, right? and come over here and try this new thing, right? And and I know that in my situation it's a little different because like my life is seasoned, right? Like I've built my wealth, like I'm in a situation where I could take a little time and try to bring people in, but not everybody
Not everybody's at that comfort level where they're able to do that, or there's that fear of like, do I give this up and take the shot? Like a lot of people don't do that.
True, man.
That's why 95% of the population, of 95% of the wealth is owned by 5% of the population because they're willing to
100%.
take that jump, that
Yes.
leap, and that chance.
Yes.
95% is not.
So I was
If not,
talking.
I think it's even more than that.
I was talking to Haile earlier, and I'm like, Haile, she works for a dispensary, and she's like, yeah, I get the hours, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you own the dispensary? Why? What makes you?
Because you don't pay the fee.
Yeah, right. That's really
That's the easy answer.
So, and kind of like the long short of it is the reason why I even bring this up is everybody. I'm sure everybody's living in the same space as I am right now, and it's what's the New Year's resolution, right? Like, what am I going to do better this year than I did last year, right? Because somebody, and I. People tell me all the time, I'm really hard on myself, man. You know what I mean? I get to points where like I'm like, screw all this. I'm shut it down. I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, what a waste of time. And you get to this point, and you don't realize. And I didn't until like it's funny. I made that video of 2025 of like all the things that happened, and I was like almost in a dark place because I'm like, man, I just don't feel like I'm making a difference, right? And then I make that video, and I'm looking at all the pictures, and I'm like, wow.
You forget about all that
I
stuff
forgot
'cause
that
it's
happened.
short-term memory.
I forgot. Not for nothing, and nobody knows this, and I don't care. I'll tell secrets. You and I, like, Boomer,
Hold on, careful. What secrets we're gonna go with first?
dude.
Jody,
I'm not even
Bucky
sure what we were doing. I think we were in the middle of your campaign, and someone called you and said, "Hey, there's someone that needs help. Like she looks like she's lost. Like, and you dropped everything you were doing, bro. You stopped." Like
Oh, that was
dude,
the laundromat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, but nobody knows this. And these are moments, but bro, like again, just to kind of reflect on the year, say to myself, you know what, man? Like, and this is why you're sitting here. You dropped everything in your life. You're a father. You're running for office. Like none of that mattered. And you're like, dude, we got to stop. We got to go do this. And not only did we stop, but we walked all the way like 6 blocks to try to find this person to help them out. But dude, nobody knows that. And again, like those are the moments where I'm like kind of reflecting, going, all right, dude, what did you do this year? And like that like nobody else is doing that, right? And if they are,
And we did get her into a bed. We did get her into a place. So it worked.
So
it doesn't always work because
yes,
you can't always get to people. But
so
that one just particular did work.
I try not to be too hard on myself, bro, but I also realize that is that the burden of entrepreneurship, Like to always feel like you're never there. Like you never.
Yeah, but you'll never be there. Here's the thing: how many years did you put off all of what you wanted to put into everything for you because you were living your life for everybody else too?
True.
So now you're trying to make up for all that time and do it all at once. People forget that yes, being an entrepreneur is great. Doing all this stuff is great. Taking on this stuff. Like I literally, and it's no knock to whatever. Like I just left, but I literally just left brokerages and went to a whole new brokerage.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. I just left. I've been there for 3 years. I've been a top producer for 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm the only agent that caps out every year. I am thankful for everything that I did at Lion Gate. I love it. Todd and the crew, everybody's fantastic. But I felt I needed to do more and I needed to step up. I needed that fresh start. And Courtney's like, Boomer, you got to come meet Paula at Homebound. Like you got to come meet her. Like she's a wealth of knowledge. She's it's a whole new vibe. And I sat with her and her husband for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Boomer, is that what?
It's nothing. It's not because I wasn't happy where I was at. It's not because they weren't great.
Yeah.
I just.
Well,
felt
you want to
like,
grow, right? You want to grow.
I just felt like I had hit my max there right now. Like I don't feel like they're on that growth page. Like they're good. You know what I mean? Like Todd's done amazing. Like he's a great investor, a smart guy. He's there. Like he lives off. He doesn't have to do the things that I got to do.
Right.
I want somebody that's.
But is that the difference, bro? Is that the difference in somebody who? So to my point, right? So I'm sitting here struggling. Like I don't feel like I'm doing enough, right? And
you never will.
Is that somebody like that has found a comfort spot maybe and been like, okay, I'm good here. Like this is.
I think he's just
right.
I think
because I've had conversations with him, and that's the impression that I got. Like he's good. Don't fuck with my shit. Like I'm listen. Like don't
whatever
make
it takes
waves.
to just leave me my way.
Yes.
And that's great
right.
that he's there.
No, right. Absolutely.
I love
Good
that for him.
Good
You know what I mean? I love that for him. He's a great, like I said, he's a great guy. Wealth of knowledge, taught me plenty. Really good dude. If you got a chance to go work there, by all means, definitely go do it. You'll learn a lot. You'll do a lot. But for me, I need to be here, and he's already there. You know what I mean? But it's like he wants to. He's comfortable there. I want to go past that. I want to keep going, right?
Yeah.
And I think where we're at is a good next stepping stone for that before we do our own.
Is this it for you, Boomer? Like, is it real estate for you? It's like, what do you?
I love real estate. So real estate, advertising, right here for you, with you, working with you is my goal for the year with the advertising stuff. I'm
looking forward to that, bro. I really am.
Yeah, closing up my studio, selling all that out, and I want to work together. Us, I think we're on that same vibe, that same path of let's go. We're all in. And you got to surround yourself with people like that.
100%.
With everything going on in the last couple of years, with the campaign negativity, the divorce negativity, all that stuff going on, it took me out of that mindset for a while. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Now, I don't care. You don't like it, don't do it. You don't want it, don't do it. I don't care. There's no more being stagnant, no more hanging around, no more of those things.
Yeah.
Will I run again? Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is that
I think
still...
so. I think so. We'll see we'll see what comes up the next time. If I feel that somebody's running that's worth it, that I believe in, then why would I run against them? You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. We're on the same page. You got you got my kids' interest at heart. You got the city at heart. Okay, cool. But if I don't feel that that's the case, if it's the same people that are voting for these people, the same people that are pushing the same agendas and voting for these budgets and doing all that stuff, it's the same people. No, I'm not just gonna sit by and let you do it because you were a part of the problem too, right?
Yeah, but is it?
So then I'll run.
Is it almost like a point of conceding? Like, because I've talked about it and I'm very vocal about
Still
it.
haven't done that.
And to me, I say to myself,
you saw what I saw.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it an impossibility to even break the barrier? Because I think at some point, right? When it gets beyond a certain point, there's nothing you can do, right? Like, I think you get to a point where when you have a certain entity in place and the numbers,
they're just so big.
They're so big.
So many.
Like, there's no way to break through that. I mean, other than a borderline revolution, right? Where you actually, like I said this before, unless you threatened people and said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to take your property." Like, unless you got to that point, people are not going to get up and they're not going to vote. They're not going to show up. Because Boomer, if there was ever a reason to get up and vote, it was for you, brother. And I'm not saying this because you're sitting here, but I tell you this from the bottom, dude. Honestly, bro, I've never felt so inspired for the city. Like, oh my God, we have a chance. We have a chance to change things. I could see your vision.
Somebody who genuinely wants
absolutely, yes, absolutely, and had no other intention.
See that.
intention in mind. Yeah, dude, I bought these. I don't know why they keep shutting off. They keep shutting off, bro. I don't know why.
Like a timer.
Timu.
Interesting.
Fucking Timu.
That's what it is.
Timu.
That's what it is.
Timu. But so
you need to order from Timor.
So we're right, and I wonder, bro, and I wonder if people had seen what I seen in you, right? Because I saw you on a personal level, right? I saw your family, I saw your interactions, I saw you dropping everything for other people, selflessly. Yeah. And I wonder if everyone else had seen that, would it have made a difference, or is it the perpetual? Hey, listen, they got the mail-in votes, so not to beat a dead horse here, but if you control the vote. Like, dude, Minnesota is a perfect example of that.
You
like,
can see it.
The Somalians are there, right? They literally. So the last interview that they had, they were saying that they have apartment buildings that are literally full of Somalians.
Yeah, you can harvest them.
And each apartment has like nine ballots. Let's just say, right? Not even if there's 9 people living
and one
there.
person just vouches and says,
And
"Yep,
one,
they're all there."
And one
we all
person
voted for the
collects
same
all those,
people.
right?
Yeah.
So now, again, the political system is corrupted because the vote doesn't matter. When people are like, "Oh, my vote doesn't matter," it's true. Like in the sense like that, when it's that corrupted, it doesn't matter if you show up and vote. And much like us in our city, in our small little city of Fall River, where you have people with the best intentions in mind, right? That want the best for the city, but they just can't break through. The corruption is so thick that you cannot. Dude, I watched the inauguration. Right, because I'm sitting here with visions of you up on that stage, right, and me celebrating,
should have been
right, celebrating like
and we know how it wasn't. We know
absolutely, but instead
to go and fight that for $100,000,
dude, I'm looking at a man who looks like he's being held hostage on stage,
and he is.
like, and that's exactly my perception of that. And I'm saying to myself, dude, and you know what? And I hate to call it out, but I'll call it out. I'm a person, like, I have OCD. Like, even the stage setup, like the flags were all crooked. They weren't even. And I'm saying to myself, like, if I'm...
There's no pride.
There's no pride, bro.
It's all fake pride.
It's all...
we're going
right?
to talk about the positive of the city and the positive... There is no positive of the city, and you made sure of that. You and your friends made sure of that. Now your friend's going to come down from Boston. Hailey's going to come down. We're going to give you all these little positions to make sure that when we need the votes, you guys all vote the right way, move the money to the right people. Oh, we got $1 million coming to the RDA for the waterfront, or for this portion of the waterfront. How much you want to bet says $150,000 of that goes to the waterfront, and guess what? The RDA just made another almost $1 million. That's how that works, right? It's listen, we can get into the politics and the dirtiness of it all, but you saw firsthand what I saw. We know the reality and how they did it. We know what happened.
But at this point, boom,
it's not even worth arguing because you're always going to have those people, the conspiracies. No, we had to recount for a reason.
Yes.
We got the counts. We saw the numbers. We saw what happened. We know. Do we want to pay to have the friggin' attorneys fight it? No. For what? For 11,000 people
Yeah, but
to
they
come
know
out?
that. But they know that.
How do you have an official ballot count? These are the official numbers.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we just counted less than the official numbers. How are those so official that your number was off? Your total number was off.
Right.
Then you're talking about a 26 vote difference. So there's another 26 on top of those 40. There's 66. Yeah. These numbers add up quick, right?
But there shouldn't be any
how
question.
Fast that is?
Yeah, but
no,
there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
So how about this? And this is my example. I'll use this example. If you went to the bank, and you went to go withdraw money from your savings, and they told you, well, it's close to the 100,000, but it's like,
I know this is what your account said you had, but you don't really have that. Right. You have less.
So now,
I'm sorry, what?
Nobody's accepting that. Boom, nobody's going to accept
but
that.
But for this, they're like, there's a room for error. There's a room for error. No, there isn't.
Yes.
How is there a room for error? These are machines that are supposed to be accurate and counting. And then we did it by hand, and those numbers were off.
Right.
Tell me how.
Right.
Tell me where they went. We knew.
Yeah.
We understand it. We got to see firsthand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, 100%.
Mail-in ballots, not even creased, not even, we know, right?
Right. And it was funny because
287 people just voted specifically just for him, and nobody else.
I didn't even
know.
I didn't even know what they were.
All the things we were looking for.
I didn't know what the mail-in ballot looked like because I never received one.
You go to
so,
ballot.
but that was my first question. I'm like, I actually looked at myself. I'm like, are those mail-in ballots? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, why do they look like that? They look like brand new. They look like they've never been through the mail.
Never folded, never put in an envelope, nothing,
bro.
right?
No
perfect
creases,
ballots.
perfect
Crazy.
ballots.
How did you mail that in?
Absolutely, bro.
And they're all separated already from the envelopes.
Yeah.
You can't see anything. You can't question anything. So these
But-
people that voted, we don't even know if they actually voted.
How
We
many
have no idea.
how many
There's so
people
much.
work for the
So
city?
much.
How many people are employed by the
God,
city?
thousands, 3,000. something like that, 2,800 maybe.
That's
I don't know.
dude. You have to vote right there.
There's your votes.
There's your votes right
There's
there.
your votes. All
Yeah,
he's
there's
gonna
your
do is
votes.
convince a bunch of other
Yes.
people that listen to
Yes.
WSIR, and
Yes.
there you go. Right
Yes.
there's your 5,000,
Yes.
6,000
Well, dude,
votes.
if I
Whatever it
work,
may be.
if I work for maintenance, right?
Yeah.
If I work with the DCM.
Oh, we agree, Jess.
Yeah. If I work for DCM, right?
Yeah.
And nobody's like, there's no supervision. Like, why would I fuck with that? Why would I mess with that, bro? I would never mess with that.
Correct.
Like,
Why?
so I would actually take time because I can do it while I'm on the clock. Go down and I can vote. I don't even have to do it.
You
when
can
I'm
do
not,
it after you take down the opponent's sign.
right?
So then go do it. Right?
Exactly.
You can do whatever you want.
You see what I'm saying? So and the only reason I bring this up, and it's fine. People will be like, "Oh, sour grapes." I don't give a fuck what people say.
Yeah,
I can be sour grapes at this point because I'm a citizen of the
I
city.
haven't gone on and said a word about any
Well,
of it.
but you can,
Yeah,
because at
but
this
I
point,
haven't.
it's pretty obvious what's happening, bro. Every time I drive over by Slade Auto Body. It's dude, don't even bother with those things. Is it dark? It doesn't. It's not even think it's dark, right? Like
it's not- it's not
like a
bad.
disco like
The fans,
arena.
can
in
you
here.
guys see me? Can
Yeah,
you see us?
yeah, you look good,
Yeah,
bro.
you
look
guys
good.
look amazing.
Am I shiny?
Thank
You
you,
can see my
brother.
shiny spot?
Every time I drive by that, dude, and I see all that construction and another 52 apartments going up, I say to myself, "Who are you building these for?" And they say, "Well, it's affordable apartments." Okay, so
Affordable for who?
can I just say this? And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. If you don't inspire people, to work hard for nice things, then they're never going to work hard. If you keep doing affordable housing, then who are you giving the affordable housing to? People that don't want to work?
They don't want that. 'Cause here's the thing: if they give you all the ability to buy all the property and you build all the units, who makes all the money? You do.
Right.
But if they do it, they own it, and their select people own it, who gets all the money?
Yes.
And then now who gets all the federal funds? Who gets all the state money?
Yes.
The money just cycles through them.
So-
they don't want
okay.
you. They don't want the middle class to get ahead here.
So Boomer, how is that okay? Like, I know that's a very
not.
broad
It's
question.
exactly what I fight against every day. It's not okay.
So is it because no one cares? Like, no one's even paying attention? Like, no one gives a shit?
You know what it is? Is nobody cares for two reasons. One, they feel that they've just lost. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it is. You have no choice. It's too deep, right? My father thinks that way. My father's like, why even bother? You know that nothing's gonna change here. It's the same people. They're gonna take care of themselves. Nothing's gonna change. Just move, go to a good, a better place when you're all done. Okay, cool. But then you have those other people who wait until it affects them, and now it's important. Till it affects them enough, right? How much is enough?
So is it bad enough? Like,
ease
it's
their-
not- so
that's
you're
right.
saying it's not bad enough
They ease
yet.
their way into this, right? They don't just do it all at once and it's a shock and awe, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're gonna take this away. What they do with gun rights, right? What they do? Oh, you just can't have machine guns. Oh,
they brick
you
by
just
brick.
can't have this much
Yeah.
ammo.
Yeah, brick by
Oh,
brick.
you just can't have rifles that look scary. Oh, you just can't have this much ammo for your
You
handguns.
can have an assault rifle.
Now you
Like,
can't carry
what's an
any
assault
guns
rifle?
in
There's no
certain
such thing as an assault rifle. Like, if
Well,
they
there's
make,
an assault vehicle
Right,
apparently because
yeah. Right, exactly.
I know Jody disagrees, but there's definitely a thing called an assault vehicle when you're going to run over
Highly
agents,
disagree.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anything's a weapon. I
Yes.
don't care what it is. Anything's a
Yes.
weapon. And if you threaten my life, I promise you I'm going to find it.
Yep.
And that's the reality, right? You threaten my life, my family. Like we'll figure it out. Anything can be a weapon. So these people are just stupid. You can't control people that can defend themselves, right? Hitler would have thrived more in today's society than he did in his own. Think about that. The idiocy
Yes.
of people
Yeah. It's
thinking that
it's
they're
liberal-
on the
it's
right
liberal-
side of
yes,
everything.
Liberal poison.
And
Liberal poison.
everybody
Yes.
that doesn't believe
Yes.
what they believe is the enemy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
We hire these people, by the way. We hire these people to run in our school systems that believe everything that doesn't, everybody that goes against them.
Liberals hire liberals.
Is a fascist.
Right? Liberals
That
hire
is
liberals.
fascism.
Yes.
Exactly what you're saying and what you're
Yes.
doing is fascism.
Yes.
But they think they're so much better and so smart
Yep.
compared to everybody else. They don't even realize that they are what they're calling everybody else. Like, we're not out there targeting you or attacking you, having Antifa and all this. We're not those people. We're here we just want to tell you, like, no, look, listen, you can't. The second you disagree with them,
They
it's
get
shut
violent.
off.
They
You're
get
the enemy.
violent.
They're
Yeah, they
violent.
get violent.
Everything's a distraction. You're racist. You're homophobic. Really? Tell that to my 2 black kids and my gay daughter. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, you sound like an idiot.
Well, everybody imposes their own ideas, right? So
Yeah, of
how
course.
I live my life is the way I think you should live your life. So no one would ever
Correct.
assume that you're beyond what, you know what I mean? Right, like what they see,
Of
what the
course.
superficial
Which
is.
I like it that way, 'cause I don't want people to see what I really
exactly.
you know what I mean?
But again,
That's why when you say like those things that I do on the side in the background, like
nobody knows.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Nobody knows.
I'm okay with that.
I know.
I want people
I
to
know.
believe exactly what they. If
But-
you think I'm an asshole, I am.
You know, and I
Because
think
that's probably the version of me that you deserve.
yes,
That's how I look
Yes.
at it, right?
Yes.
That's like if you think I'm that guy, that's exactly what you deserve.
And believe it, he is an asshole.
Yes, yes. And Jody's gonna find out how bad pretty soon.
well, I mean, speaking of that, like we're kind of on that realm anyway, you know, and I think to myself, back to the vote, right? How is it that you can't get people to come out and vote and voice their opinion, but yet if there's a protest, right?
But they'll come out and force it by the tens of thousands to fight for
yes.
shit they've been told is wrong.
100%. And in a situation like this, right?
It's crazy.
If let's just make this black and white, like just really let's just strip it down, take away the fat. We have people in this country that want to harm us, right? They're here illegally. They're not part of our system. They're taking away the funds that we need for our people, the people that have every right to.
78% of an 81% of the population came here on welfare. 78% still on welfare.
Yes.
10 years plus
10
later.
years later. Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes.
In 10 years, you couldn't find a job.
Yes.
In 10 years, you couldn't do something. But
Yes.
yet you own all these shops and stores and daycares with no kids. Like
Yes.
you own, like, it's impossible to not know this. We knew this has happened. We see it happen here, right?
Jody, I have that
We
clip.
understand.
If you open up X,
We
Jody,
know it.
Jody, open up X
All right, I got you.
in my X account and go to bookmarks. I actually have that. I have that.
You know,
What you're actually
just
talking
crazy.
about.
Like
Yeah.
we know, everybody's known, but it's ignored. Why?
Yep.
Because it's hundreds of billions of dollars that's being filtered. You think that the people in charge aren't getting a piece of that?
Right.
Of course
is-
they are.
what
You
is
think
it?
Maura
Close
Healey
the
cares about our
bookmarks.
waterfront? No. She knows the amount of money that's going to come
bookmarks in
from
here.
it.
Yep.
She knows.
Oh, of course. That's why she stopped the pipiline.
Of
We had the
course.
pipeline, and she's been called on that
You
over
can
and
put
over again.
LNG over here,
Yes.
but you can't have it over here. Oh, it's going to do this. It can cause all this to the neighborhood. But yet it's down the bottom side. Like the same tank, it's the same gas, same everything. What are we talking about?
Yep.
It's all a facade. These people are just, it's a fugazi.
So it's funny. I was having a
We live in a
conversation with
fugazi
someone
world.
earlier about it, and I said to myself,
Which
you know,
one was it?
well, keep going. It's going to be keep going. It's the one it's the right there, that one right
This
there.
one?
Yep, that's the one. Click that one for us.
All right, hold on. Give me one minute here. I
There you go. Put that on the screen for us for the audience.
got you. 1 second.
Jody's getting all these skills in place.
Yeah, he is.
Killing it, Jody.
This new software.
I just do it like this. All right.
No, me and Bobby did not plan on both wearing plaid today.
I know, huh?
We're
They look
just,
amazing,
we're just
right?
great looking greenhorns,
Yeah, we
and
are.
we think alike.
We sure are.
Don't hate.
You got that, buddy?
Yeah, let me blow it up real quick.
All right, perfect. All right, here. This is exactly what you're talking about.
Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Well, to be clear, a majority of the...
It's 7%. There's a big difference between 54% and 7%, is there not?
Excuse me, sir, could I answer the question?
Let me move on. We've got a lot of questions here. What
And he doesn't
percentage of
even answer the
Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on
Turn that
Medicaid?
up.
I don't know.
It's 73%. Do you know what that number is for Minnesota native households?
Again, you're using the phrase Minnesota native households, but the majority...
The number is 18%. That's quite an astounding difference. I think we would agree.
Can I answer the question, please?
Let me ask you one more, and then we can go on to that. What percentage of Somali-headed households are on welfare in general?
I don't know.
It's 81%. What about, let me just ask you, after 10 years of being in the United States, what percentage of Somali immigrant
I just make up
households are
numbers,
on,
you know.
continue to be on welfare?
I don't know.
The number is 78%.
That's amazing.
So even after 10 years, 78% of Somali immigrant households continue to be on welfare. Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Again, you're using... the phrase-
Non-Somali immigrant-headed households.
If I can just answer the question,
Go
when
for
you're
it.
using the phrase native Minnesotans, the majority of Somali Minnesotans are...
Semantics, bro. Semantics. So you're at 100% correct. So these are people that are literally living on the system. They live
Yes.
off the system.
And don't get me wrong, we have people born and raised here, generational, that live off our system too.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, that system needs to go away.
Agreed.
You have 1 year.
There's no motivation.
You have
There's-
6 months
yes,
emergency.
Yes. Yes.
1 year total.
Yes.
If in 1 year, say, you had a baby, you had twins, you had something, okay, that's 9 months, all that. We get it, right? You're out of work for a little while. Okay, we understand that. Here's an additional 6 months plus your 12 weeks leave. So there's 2 years that you can be on this system plus get paid whatever you're doing. If in 2 years you have not bettered your life, I'm sorry. You need to figure something else out.
Okay, so ready?
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, but-
you are not getting assistance. You don't have a choice, so you better figure it out.
That's Boomer speaking.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for the system. The way the system works is they keep these people on this
because it
this
keeps them in
dependency,
power, stealing billions.
and that's the vote.
Yes.
There's the vote right there.
I'll keep
And
you
that's-
paid, you
dude,
keep me paid.
Why,
That's all
why
this
are these
is.
Why are these Somalians doing this? Because they're voting for the people that are giving them the means to live here for free.
Of course.
And then when you ask the Somalians, what are you doing? They say, well, this is stolen land anyway. So what are you going to do about it?
They don't care.
That's exactly
people
it.
that come here.
Yes.
The people that don't care. Like
Yes.
back in the day when my revolt came here, when your mom came here, like these people came here. They came here. What they do the very next day?
Well, they had to.
They went to work.
They had to.
There
That
was no choice.
That was
They
that
went
was
to
the
work.
stipulation. You're coming over here, but you have to.
You can
have to
complain
go to
about the
work.
job. You can complain
Yes.
about the man. You can complain about whatever you want.
Yep.
But you went to work. You did what you had to do. You raised your family. You did what you had to do. Right. And if it wasn't enough, you went and did more. And then you taught them how to do it. So
Right.
you all worked together and figured it out.
Right.
We don't do that anymore.
No.
Now it's, hey, listen, if you have a baby and you have another baby, you get more money. And if I have a baby, we both get paid. Now we can buy this.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
Wrong answer.
Devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
What about when you have a generation that is brought up with it? Like, so you have a total generation that's depending on a system that they don't know any other way.
I was that person. You find another way. It's a choice.
Yeah, but what if you don't have to? You see what I'm saying?
Nobody ever has to.
Like
That's the thing. Nobody ever has to.
All
I
right.
could literally go
So
to
you're the
welfare
1%.
office.
Dude,
I could do
you're
this
the
right
1%.
now.
You're the 1%.
I could do it right now.
So what motivates people if they don't have to? You
Bobby,
see what I'm saying?
Think about how easy this would be. I'm a single dad, 6 kids.
Easy.
Right?
Easy.
Brain aneurysm, right? I don't
Easy.
have to hustle like I do
Easy.
and struggle through all the shit that I do. I don't have to run for office and do this shit to fight for everybody else. I choose to.
Yes.
It's a choice, right? I want better for me.
So
I want
how do you
better-
convince
I want
these
to
people?
teach my kids
Yeah.
that there's better out there and you don't live off
So how do you
anybody
do
else.
it? How do you convince these people, bro?
Set the example.
You know what I mean?
Set the example. You can't convince some people because it's too easy.
Yeah.
And the system is built to keep these people reliant.
Yes. And the numbers have
The
superseded.
education system
so
is built
now
that
it's
way.
this, dude, right? There's more people dependent than people are not dependent. So
Yeah.
so the numbers, there's no way unless
And the
all-
people that aren't dependent on that system work for that system.
Yes.
Think
And-
about how big the welfare system is. Think
and-
about how big city government is and
100%.
state government is.
and they don't show
It's-
up. And they don't show up to vote.
We went to war over 3% tax on tea and a king. Now we have $30 million, $8 billion in surplus,
Yes.
right? Emergency
Yes.
fund. $8 billion emergency?
Yes.
What?
You want to laugh?
But yet the emergency when people couldn't get food wasn't an emergency enough for you?
Yeah.
These people basically said, we stole more money than we ever needed. We took it. We're not going to let you audit it. By the way, you're hungry. We're going to blame this guy, even though he didn't do it.
Yep.
They voted for it, but we're going to vote against it and blame him anyway because we need to for midterms, for politics, and you're still going to starve because that's not an emergency to us.
Yes.
But you vote for these people.
Yep.
You're an idiot. I don't care. Like I'm not even trying to play
Okay.
nice anymore. I'm not. There's no
But Boomer,
campaigning.
but
There's no-
Boomer, there
you're an
isn't.
idiot if you vote for these people.
But
again.
what if they're again,
you get what you deserve?
But who's voting, right? Like, so if you and I were voting, we're idiots. But it's not us. It's the people that are dependent on that check.
Correct.
They're the ones that are voting because they're voting for their well-being. Like I'm voting for my
And
right.
that's by design.
That's by design.
all
bro.
by design.
It's all by design.
They want it.
And if
Yes,
you
Peyton,
think
you are my
and
favorite
if you
gay
think
child.
this is only in Minnesota, this isn't just in Minnesota.
Of course
just in
not.
Massachusetts.
Of course not.
Did you hear this week? I have that clip too. Two Haitians.
Oh, with the store and the ABT fraud.
$7 million. They were getting $500,000 a month.
Yep.
And the store that they had didn't even, they said it was a small little box
Convenience
with
store.
a little convenience store with nothing in it. They said an equivalent grocery store down the
You
street.
think they're the only ones?
Yeah, well, that's my
They're
point.
the only ones who got caught.
Right.
Because they got stupid.
Yes.
Right? They get
Yes.
stupid.
Yes.
The smart thing is
Dude,
the
$7 million.
Somalian community is very close knit and they take care of themselves and they protect themselves and they
Mm-hmm.
know exactly what they're doing when they're funneling these billions of dollars back home.
You
They know what they're doing.
Hey, the perfect example.
Good for them.
So I was driving to Brockton today, and I was at a stoplight, and of course a panhandler is there.
Westgate Mall area.
And it's exactly where it was.
I know. I worked there for years.
So I look
Tell you
over.
exactly
Oh,
where
that's
it
right,
is.
because you're a
Yeah,
recruiting office
right in the mall.
there.
Yeah.
So I
Every
happen to-
day,
dude, I
they
look out my
swap off
window
backpacks like
and
we
I
do
look
here.
at the guy, and he purposely cut his pants leg off at the
make it
knee.
look.
So no, he had a peg leg. He had obviously
see
he
it.
lost his knee, but he had his pants cut at the thigh so everyone could see that he had a peg leg. And so to me, that's so telling, right? When you see that, and I'm saying to myself, this is our government. This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. This man obviously has he's obviously like has an issue, right?
Of course.
But he's purposely showing people so that they'll feel bad for him to give him money, and so that he can go and shoot up heroin around the corner, right? And so, is this what we have become, right? Is this what we have become?
So the more they force it on you, the more they allow it, the more normal it becomes.
Man.
The more you accept it, right? If you accept it, what else can you accept? You got to remember, these people shut down they shut down the globe. They shut down the globe. And people were fighting you because you didn't want to listen to them. And now look, everything we said about the vaccines, true. Everything we said about the pandemic, true. People die from stuff. Sure. People die from the flu every day.
You still have people that will argue with you.
Oh, to the death.
Yes, they
to
will.
the death.
Yes, yeah. And I say that it's the shot factor. It's somebody.
The info's coming from the very people that made the vaccines because it has to.
Right, but once you
get
the shots, bro, it's hard. It's hard to like I got the shot, so I never want to admit that I made a bad decision.
Of course.
So that's kind of like where
it's
that
a pride
sits.
thing.
Right, it's a
pride thing.
total pride.
Oh,
thing.
I wasn't wrong.
Right.
I didn't say you were wrong.
Right.
But you said I was wrong.
Right.
Right. When I tell you, I'm the only person. Like I had other recruiters, other team leaders come. It's like it was like Squid Game. Like I survived Squid Games. That's how bad it was. Like the leadership. Like trust me. Like we'll get into the whole Massachusetts Army National Guard and politics and how crazy and corrupt that nonsense gets. Right. Because now I don't care anymore. I don't care. Like these are the same people that are trying to fight me for my medical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But you're the good guys. Like shut up. Like you're clowns. So when I go to work, I was the only one forced to wear a mask even after the mandate was gone. Like, oh yeah, anything to target you. This is what they would do because you stood up to them.
Right.
I was the only one. Did not get the vaccine in all of recruiting, man.
And that's what it is.
And I won't.
So
I won't.
To prove
you don't tell me what to do.
What we were
my world. My life.
100%. But to prove what we were talking about, dude, can you go back to Twitter real quick? Can you go to X real quick? Did you close out of it?
It is happening forward, Josh.
I want you to play that clip again, bookmarks. It's the Somalian, and he actually explains how it all works. He explains the Somalian process. Have you heard this?
No, I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
he's
see
actually
that.
reading.
I was busy researching, trying to figure out how to open my own.
Yeah, it was a couple of clips.
I was trying to open my own daycare, so I'm working on it.
I wanted to get us tonight, especially when you and Jody started going out. I'm like, I should get some clips.
That's okay.
Right there. That's the clip right there.
Jody's
that dude.
guy.
That's the one. Let's play that one.
In Lewiston.
Let's start that one from
My name is
scratch.
Mohammed. I'm speaking today on behalf of the Somali community in Lewiston. Some of you sitting here today, we voted for you. We elected you to protect our community interests, not creating division or go after one elected member from our community. If this narrative continues, our community will be forced to re-examine our relationship or political relationship,
there it is,
including
right there.
our relationship with the Democratic
He's
Party
threatening them.
and who will be voting in the future. This is not a threat.
So many
My name is Mohammed. I'm speaking today on behalf of the
How crazy is that?
Our people aren't going to vote. They're going to vote.
He's literally saying the quiet part out loud. Listen, if you guys don't
do what we want, we're going to remove you with people that will.
Bro, is that not insane?
That's built
insane.
We allow it. We deserve it. It's a sad reality.
And we fund it. And we continue to fund it.
By the trillions.
By the trillions. By the trillions. So so much happening, and and again, more recently is that woman getting shot, right? And so, it's kind of all works in. And my argument is from the beginning, and I hate to sound like, the insurance company when you say, hey, I got into an accident, and they're like, oh, you're 50% at fault because you left the house. I don't want to be that guy, right?
Yeah.
But in the same case, these ICE raids that happen throughout the country, I know that they're literally focused on
a criminal,
right? But more so now they're in certain areas, right? Like they're in Minnesota, right? And they're trying to So
one of the top corrupt places right now. 100%. Yeah.
So and I know this is going to fire Jody up, but the truth is, I can understand protesting. But these people are going out of their way. They're throwing snowballs, like they're driving their vehicles. They're creating barricades, and you almost like. So why would here's
we know majority are paid.
Yes.
Right? We know that.
Yes.
How are you
100%.
disorganized this fast? How do you have everything done and ready to go this fast? They know. How do you know where everything's taking place?
Yes.
How do you know that? Where are you
Yes.
getting that information? Because
Right.
that's government information,
Yes,
right? You're not
100%.
just getting that from Karen at the freaking high school.
Right.
We
True.
know,
True.
right? So we know it's organized.
Yes. So my argument is this: if there's a bank robbery taking place and the police show up, and the police are about to like storm the bank, and I get in front of the police and I try to prevent them from doing so, what's going to happen to me?
Yep. Taking you out.
Right? Because I'm interfering with police.
Business.
Like right,
Yeah.
so why would that be any different in a situation like this where there is obviously federal work taking place and these people, and then of course this unfortunate situation where this woman is using her vehicle, per se, like perception wise, right?
So when you look at the videos, right?
Yep.
You notice they only show this side only shows the rear side where you can't see the cops.
Jody, did you
and
see all the
can't
video?
what happened,
Yeah,
right?
I seen
that.
all the videos.
Okay,
but,
so we can have a fair argument then.
My perspective on it is that like I
Your camera,
understand because like sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
So like I understand like where you're coming from. Like if I'm gonna be real, like if I was ever in a situation, if a car was coming after me, I would shoot at it. You know what I'm saying? If I was ever in this situation, so yeah, I understand. But I'm talking about like legally, like if I was you got to think about it. If I was in that position, I would be charged with murder. So, but why? Because Massachusetts has one of the strictest gun laws.
Okay,
so
you're bred to think that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
that's the problem.
So,
our government is lying to you and
I'm
telling you don't have a right to defend yourself.
No, absolutely, and I get what you mean, and I'm very pro Second Amendment, 110% on that. Like it's one of our rights, and I believe that we should have a right to bear our arms and stuff.
I agree. So without that one, you won't get the other ones.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to say here is that like the whole thing in Minnesota, like it's just very like it's a very touchy it's a controversial subject, mainly because like the way the situation happened, bro. Because like if you look at the
situation
video,
are you talking about? Just that part?
No. What I'm saying is like I'm talking about the situation just in general. The him firing the gun because there was no need to fire a gun because there's laws on that, especially when you're in the police force. You're not supposed to, even if you can safely move out of the way, you're not supposed to fire your firearm if that situation does happen. You feel me?
You can't say you're not supposed to. It's discretionary, right?
Yeah.
If your life is on the line, it is
but
your
if
job.
you can move out of the way safely,
And
they suggest that.
If he gets out of the way as she's spinning out and going around, and she goes and she kills somebody else, who's responsible for that? Her or him?
Her, absolutely.
Says who?
She's gonna be charged. She's gonna be charged with.
Says who?
Yeah,
how's she gonna be charged?
The law.
She was trying to evade. She was afraid for her life. Oh, there you go. She's done. Right?
Okay,
Do you think they were gonna prosecute her out there for that? Of course not. But they'll want to hang him in public.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Did you watch how it all took place and how she was the lead vehicle leading all of the protesters to block their vehicles the whole day, throughout the whole day?
Okay.
So she didn't just like pull out of her driveway and all of a sudden she's this innocent person that just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was intentionally putting herself there all day.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely aware of that.
Is it considered? When is it considered domestic terrorism? When you are instigating, when you're blocking and protecting criminals,
But I feel like that
and police from doing their job.
that's not domestic terrorism. That's interfering with police investigation. And,
Okay,
and there's a charge specifically
There's a charge for that, right?
You know
So
what
do
I'm
the
saying?
police have the right to go and arrest her?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when they go to arrest
there was-
you
but-
and you run away, is there more charges?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if you're in front of that vehicle and she goes to hit you, are you going home to your kids or are you sending somebody else away?
Me personally, if I was in the law enforcement's like shoes, I personally would like. I wouldn't put like I don't know. It's not that like I don't have the balls to take someone's life. It's just it's like one of those things.
Nobody
where,
wants to take somebody's life.
But I don't know, bro. When it comes to it's not their job. Like it's like there are
You have a split second of a 5,000 pound vehicle coming at you at a high rate of speed intentionally. She backed up, aimed, went after. You barely got out of the way. Your gun is already drawn, right? So now you're barely getting out of the way. You're falling, you're reaching, you're shooting. You're trying to prevent that from escalating further and further lives being targeted. Period.
And they said
your
that
job is to
that
end
officer,
the threat.
the officer that shot her. I mean, not to add
job is to
nuance
end
to
the
it because
threat.
I don't want to sound like I'm on one side
No,
here.
no.
But
you're good.
they said that he recently 6 months ago he was in a similar situation and he was dragged 300 feet.
Yeah, he's got stitches up his whole
He's got
leg and
stitches
everything
up
else.
his
That
leg
man
and
went back
everything
to
else.
work.
So
So
I
what's he
believe
supposed to do? Get run over again?
Yeah, I believe that there's an element of maybe like.
You would think.
Jody, to your point, he might have overreacted a little bit. Like maybe I'm not saying that. And I'm saying just
everybody's
because,
entitled to their
yeah,
opinion.
no, I'm saying
I would have shot her.
Yes,
I'm
not
telling you
saying
now.
that.
I
I
would
would've
have
shot
shot her. You tried to drive
and
it
I
down,
agree.
shooting you
I
and
agree
everybody in the
with
car.
you.
Yes.
And I agree
Yes.
with you on that. I absolutely agree because if I was, like I said in the beginning,
just
if I was
saying.
ever in that situation, I'd do the same thing. You feel me? But when you're thinking about it logically, or like lawfully, you know, that's where I kind of come in. You know,
So the
like,
protesters that stand in front of vehicles and stand in front of their vehicles, and if that cop hits them, what happens?
they get charged.
Right.
Absolutely.
But so again, if
if
that person
if that-
shot into
okay,
the car
let's-
after being hit by a car,
they would be charged with murder. And
no, they wouldn't. They'd be justified.
No, absolutely.
I
They'd be
guarantee
charged
you,
with murder.
everybody would be fighting and rioting just like they did for George Floyd and everybody
I
else.
feel
They'd
like
be rioting.
they would serve more time because they killed the cop.
Agreed.
They wouldn't.
Yes,
they
they
wouldn't.
would. Yes,
they
they
would
would.
get away with it
Yes, they
because
would.
that as soon as that car touched them, they have a right. Nope.
I don't know, man.
You don't have a
I
right
don't
to use
know.
your vehicle.
No, you don't.
Cops
I
don't
know.
have a right to use their vehicle to hit you.
Agreed.
You don't have a right to
Right.
use your vehicle to hit a cop.
Okay.
It goes both ways.
I
I
think
mean-
Jody, what Jody's point saying is like police laws, right? Like if you kill a cop, you go to jail longer than you would for like a regular person.
I mean,
I think
the law would be harder on you. I don't think that. I think murder is murder.
I think that's the point you were trying to make, right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
every
yeah,
life
yeah.
is important.
But-
I don't care if you're a cop or not.
Yeah.
Your life is not more important
Yeah.
than somebody else's.
Yeah.
But I do believe that the justice system itself is more strict when you do that to a cop or a
yeah,
dog,
no,
cop
no,
or something
absolutely.
like
But
that.
I do agree with you on like a different kind of level.
No, I
Because,
get-
you get
and
what I'm
I-
saying?
and I
On a
get-
personal level, I agree with you. You feel me? But I'm thinking like
Lawfully, he
logically.
did. So if I stand in front of a vehicle, logically, I'm thinking this person has the sense to not want to run me over and hurt me, right? They have common sense, right? They have a moral a moral compass. They have a moral obligation to preserve life if their life is not in danger. They're federal agents on camera at all times. Do you think your life was in danger? Your life was not in danger. You're a suburban white lesbian woman. Your life is the furthest thing from in danger. I don't care what you say. That's the reality, right? You are the most protected person on the goddamn planet right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming after you to shoot you, especially as a federal agent. They're going to arrest you for impeding investigations and doing everything that you're doing. Fine. You thought you have the right to just run them over and evade police, and
I don't think they have the
create
right
more
for
chaos?
that. But let's just say, like for an example, if
She chose that path.
if she chose that
and the
path,
rhetoric from the
dude,
left created that.
Yeah,
hate.
and I feel like it's
Created
up,
that.
I feel like it's up to like screw the left, screw the right now. I feel like it's up to the government to charge that woman with however body she has.
The problem is that government doesn't charge anybody. That government is part of the problem in that state, which is why we have 2,000 agents on the ground right now.
But then again, you know, I don't know anything about the politics in
Yeah,
that
of course.
specific state.
And most
you
don't,
know.
and that's fine.
I'm more worried about my own city.
Jody,
You know?
quick question,
It's
Jody.
just as bad, but bigger.
What are the conversations you have with your friends, like people that like your age? Like, what are you
dude,
hearing?
honestly, it's very mixed. Just like how me and Boomer are right now, it's very mixed, which is surprising because like usually people my age are like liberal and stuff like that. So
And don't get me wrong, the younger generation, everybody's anti-cop now because that's
Yeah.
that's what
Right.
everybody's
Yeah.
bred and bred
But-
too, right?
but
Anybody
it's-
that's been to jail before hates the cops. Anybody
Right.
that's a younger generation
I've
right
had-
now hates the cops for the most part because they're bred that way.
Right.
I've had both sides hit me up on that situation like that from people that are my age, and you know, and they always say like, you know,
And he was hit.
There's people that take it too far, but then you got people like me where it's like, all right, I can,
Yeah,
you know,
can
I can
kinda see both sides.
I can still be cool with people even if I don't agree with you. You feel me? But then there's people that take it too far and start slandering people, and I feel like that.
So let me ask you, Jody.
that's where we
Jody,
get
let me ask you.
disconnected and nothing
Do you
gets done.
feel like the cop was justified in shooting that lady? You're on. What's your heart tell you?
There is no
No.
wrong answer, by the way.
No,
Right,
I feel
right,
like he's
right.
not justified. But there is a caller calling in right now named Joe.
Joe, let's get Joe in here. Hey, Joe, welcome to the show, brother.
What's going on?
How's it going?
Good. So you guys are talking about that person that got shot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I agree with what Jody's saying, but I also agree with what you guys are saying too, because that guy was previously hit by a protester in the past, and now if you look at that video, right, the one where they're showing it from the rear.
Yeah, of course, it looks terrible.
Yes.
Right. So, but you can see the guy in the front, right? You can see the guy right at like the front headlight.
Correct.
Yeah, it's almost like
So you got the
he's
guy
almost
one
blocked.
at the door.
Yes.
You got one right.
Yeah, he's almost blocked.
They're telling him to get out of the car, and so she reverses, and he obviously the cop is still standing in front. Now, when you look at the video from the other side where he's standing in front of her car, like you could see literally the cop is in front of the car.
Yeah, but Joe,
look at that video.
Yes, but Joe, the question is this: do you think that fatal force was necessary? That's the question.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. So, especially in Massachusetts, right? And especially in Massachusetts, like if she was just sitting in her car and he came up and shot her, yes, that's murder.
Of course.
But if she used her car as a weapon towards even a cop, like it's even worse. But even to a person like you or me,
I agree.
That's still a weapon.
Yes, that's
so you have to eliminate that threat.
Yes,
you have
that's
to.
the justification. I get that. That's not
Right.
my question. My question is, do you think he had to shoot her?
You have to shoot her. I mean, these guys are trained. So I mean, could he shot her tire out? But he was so close. Like
Yeah,
he
but
was
even
like
the
right
tire,
there
dude.
against
You know
the
how hard it
car.
is, dude. You shoot.
He
We both
can't.
shoot. Do you know how hard it is to shoot a freaking
Did he
tire,
have
bro?
to shoot did he have to shoot the
Moving
kill?
at a high rate of
shoot
speed,
her in the
it's
head?
almost
turning like that,
impossible.
cutting.
Yeah, it's
Like,
almost
did
impossible.
he have to
meant
shoot her
kill?
in the
Did he
head?
think he meant it? I think he was just aiming, and as she's driving, like
Yeah.
you're
He
not.
only
you're
put
hitting
one
a moving
shot in
target
her.
at 30 miles an
Right,
hour now.
right.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Right.
He put one shot in her. But my point is so you look at that front video and then you look at that rear video. Now, when the video keeps playing after he shoots her and the car starts rolling away, there's a longer extended video. You can see. So from that front video, the car kind of, when she drives forward at the guy, it kind of skips. You see the front end jump up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, so you take that rear view video again, and you see the cop starting to go towards the car. That cop that shot him, he's limping.
Yeah,
So
but
she
he was
literally
hit.
him.
The front of the
She
front
hit
video, the new
him.
one that's out. There's a front video. He was hit. They're just not showing it.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
absolutely.
You
hit.
could see the car jump.
Yeah,
up.
you can see him even when he's shooting. His legs are like pushed out behind him, like he got hit.
When they're all going towards the car, you could see like he's limping. He's like limping. Like I'm sitting there going, "Whoa, she went over his foot or something." But I mean, at the same time, the cop is telling you to stop.
Yeah, but you know what
you're
they're saying?
arrested and you're coming out.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. You know what they said? They're saying that it's she was shot already, and that the shot to the head, like she just drove forward.
No way.
You know what
She
I mean?
drove forward. She was already driving forward.
That's
when you
the
look at
argument.
that video. She was.
Yeah, but
she was
I'm
already
saying again,
driving.
I'm just putting out what they're saying. That's
Look, at the end of the day, she put herself there all day long. She felt untouchable. That hate and rhetoric breeds these people to think legally protesting has nothing to do with blocking roads, blocking street, impeding investigations.
Agreed.
That is not protesting.
Agreed.
That is rioting.
Agreed.
I don't care what anybody says. That is everything that they're doing right now is illegal.
Yes.
When you're impeding
Period.
people's way of movement,
Exactly. You can protest whatever you want.
That's not
the second
protesting.
you prevent me from getting where I need to go, or legal, law-abiding, the law offices and law-abiding citizens doing from what they're doing, that is no longer a protest. That is you're holding people hostage.
Now you got to sit there,
You're
right?
holding people
like,
hostage. That's what they're doing.
Like in Jody's situation, he's saying if he was in that situation, first of all, a regular civilian isn't going to be in that situation, standing in front of somebody's vehicle just because
then
whatever reason,
Correct.
like because you're blocking the road. I mean, you're not going to sit there in front of somebody's car and just look for that altercation, anyways. Who that person is, they might try to run you over. Now, if I'm in an argument with somebody, so say like
road rage.
you're
or
in an
something.
argument with like if you're in an argument with somebody and then all of a sudden they're ramming your car from behind and then you get out and now they're driving at you while you're trying to run into your house or run into a police station or run into a store and you happen to have your weapon on you
Always.
and you turn around and pop a few shots in that windshield, that's on them. That's the same thing with this lady. Like,
Correct.
I get it.
The second you
want
took
to
that-
protest.
the second she took it out of
you're
everybody's
making
hands, she did that.
She made it more what do I want to say here? She made it more
Confrontational.
confrontational than it needed to be.
They were just they were probably going to arrest her.
She was
they were going to
agitating.
remove her from
She
the
was an
vehicle.
agitator.
Absolutely, she was an agitator, and she went too far. She
Right.
felt untouchable. She was getting away with it all day.
Basically.
They've all been getting away with it for months and months and months, just like all the rioters. Oh, that's all peaceful riots. It's all peaceful. And here we are. We have a governor and a mayor talking about everybody take to the streets and go after them. Why? To protect everything else that you're being investigated for?
Right.
They're here because of you being the fraud. They're here because of you stealing from the people. They're here because you aren't doing your job to protect the American people. Period. And I'm not saying it's Somalians or whoever else or whatever it may be. I'm talking about America in general. Everybody here. You're here, you're an American, got it. That's it. It's not a race thing. It's the
I don't
issue
understand
of
what the
you're not
problem
doing
is
your
with
job.
these people. They have no problem waving other people's flags and helping every other person, but our own.
Because
Yeah, but
they're
it's in
bred
their-
that
it's-
way.
it's in their best
They're-
interest.
It's being
Yeah,
embedded
yeah,
that
yeah.
way that anybody that goes against us is the enemy. You have to fight them.
Yep.
They've been taught this. Think about it. Like, how old are these people now that are? We've been doing this since, say what, 2016, right? When Trump first started. You're talking 10 years ago. 10 years ago, some of these people were in high school, were in college, were being bred that this is how you react,
they were
right?
being
So
indoctrinated.
these are who they are now as adults.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, we have a person who just got hired by our superintendent in Fall River, who is a grown woman in charge of certain things with education, being hired at almost at $200,000 job, who thinks everybody that voted for Trump is a fascist. You want somebody like that teaching kids?
Yeah.
You think she's not biased in how her teaching is
the
and what the
future-
education
Is
is?
this Kellyanne
The
Cooney?
future doesn't-
Cooney?
Oh yeah.
Cooney.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How do you hire this person and
Right.
not look at her background? Terrible, terrible. But that's what we do
Yeah, it
in
fits
liberal
the- it
cities
fits
and
the
liberal
narrative.
states.
Yeah, it fits the narrative.
It fits
Liberals
the
hire
narrative,
liberals.
and she's
Liberals
very
hire
well
liberals.
connected
Yes,
because
yes,
she
yes.
pushes that narrative in education.
Yep.
You think they don't want that narrative in education here?
Right.
Of course they do. You think they don't want to raise
not
nothing but
education,
Democrats
it's
and liberals? It's
indoctrination.
indoctrination. That's
Yeah.
what they want. They
Yeah.
need people like her.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
Like I said, Hitler
It's
would
not even
thrive in today's
education
society. He
anymore.
wouldn't even have to go to war.
Joe, when you seen that video for the first time, what did you think right away? Did you were like, oh man, this is going to be riots. It's going to be. It's
Oh,
gonna-
I
Can you
already
turn
knew.
down your volume while you're on the phone though, because it's echoing on the thing on the screen.
All right, better?
Thank you.
Check 1, 2. Oh, so much better. There it is. That's what it was.
It's just it's that background.
Yeah, it was.
background of the.
I'm like, what was that?
There is
man?
a second delay.
Yeah,
so
there is a second
that's
delay.
What's causing
so
me
when you saw that, did you think it was going to be like, here we go, riots again? Because I think they tried. I was watching the news. I was watching Live Now, and it almost
If it
seemed
was
like
the summertime, it absolutely would have been.
Agreed. Dude.
yeah. Well, that and you know what the funny thing was? Like they had signs the very next day. Like how do you get signs
They
that
have
quick?
everything
Not
ready
even,
to go.
You,
This is
you
all
wanna-
amazing,
dude,
dude.
they already know everything that's going on. Look at the Venezuela thing.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Not
No
even, not
kings.
even, tw-
No
not even
kings.
12 hours
Dude, no
later.
kings.
They already
No,
had
just not here.
professionally.
You can have kings. We
They
don't.
had
want them.
professionally
You see,
made freaking
and-
signs out there, and they were out there within 12 hours of what happened.
And
Like,
fighting against Venezuelans
and that's
who were
honestly
liberated.
And that's one thing I actually genuinely agree with. Like taking someone that out, like, dude, we're over here trying to make world peace, like, you know,
Yeah.
and we need people like that
dude,
out of power.
Schumer
like,
back in 2020 was saying that he couldn't get rid of Maduro.
Of
Right,
course, they got
right.
they got $25 million.
He boasting, oh, you couldn't do it. So now he did.
Yeah.
Now he
Obama
did, and now
it.
all of a sudden,
Biden did
that's
it.
not,
Everybody
it's
made
not
him
good.
public enemy number one.
Yes. Yeah.
We went and handled
Biden
it.
put the 20.
Oh, we can't.
Biden
You
put
can't
the
just go to war
$25
without
million.
Congress. Guess
Yeah.
what? We didn't go to war. We were there for like 6 hours, bro.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You know what?
I've been on vacations there longer than that.
Listen, the impact of this is profound because you know what? Like these other like little dictators like Colombia,
Are
like
petrified.
they're all like, holy shit! Like
Now he wants to come and talk to the president, right? Now he wants to
within
sit down.
15 minutes, dude. Like Maduro's like,
China,
come,
Russia,
you
everybody gonna try
come
to
and-
stop
He's like,
flexing.
you come and get me, Trump.
Look
you
at
come
this.
and get. He's
So
like, okay.
Put it this way:
Done.
whenever somebody argues you about how Trump went in there without Congress
He
approval,
did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, right.
listen, you go ahead and you say, well, how do you feel about when we went after Osama bin Laden?
Correct.
Because Biden didn't get any Congress approval to go in there and scoop him up and kill him.
Obama, right?
Obama. He didn't have any Congress
Of course not.
approval. You go
Of course
look it
not.
up.
And that's
Look
not a
it up for
country that
yourself.
we were at war
He
with. So
just
you
went
can't
right
just go in there and do that.
Right, but it was
Yeah,
okay.
they do
when,
it. But here's the thing:
it was okay then.
good for them is not good for us, right? And
Right.
and the problem is, the people, our education system, our indoctrination system keeps these kids so out of reality. Like
Dude, that's what I keep saying.
Reality.
That's what I keep saying.
Think,
yes. Yes.
They don't think for themselves anymore. It's like, no, that's not what they said. Look, this is what happened. And we went after him because he was a terrorist. What do you think this guy does?
Right.
Right.
This guy's a terrorist too. Just because he didn't blow up the buildings here
Hey, you know what
doesn't
the
mean
funny
he's
thing
not a terrorist.
was? The news, like CNN's like, people not happy. And everybody's in the streets. They're all dancing. They're all
dancing,
celebrating.
exactly.
They're all
What are you
happy.
doing?
You know what I mean? And
There's people in America that came from Venezuela.
Yeah.
They were happy.
They were
that it
happy, and
happened.
they were literally they had our white liberals arguing with them. You haven't been there in years. You don't know what it's like to. Dude, you've never been there. You have no idea what it's like.
Dude, real quick,
It's
right?
wild.
Like based on this conversation, because this is fun talk. What about Greenland? How do you think, right? Without using military force,
Greenland, the whole thing with Greenland. Listen, with Trump, Trump is who.
And
he
real
is.
quick, wait, hold on, Joe. If people don't know, Joe Costa was my co-host on the Disgruntled American podcast.
Awesome.
So if people don't know,
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Yeah, go listen to that because then you'll get a full helping of Joe. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
All right, so with Greenland and Trump, right? So with Trump, he's going to say what he's going to say, right? And it's cringeworthy. Like sometimes he should not be saying what he's saying, like the quiet part out loud.
Yes,
He should not be saying that.
Yes.
So the whole thing with Greenland, where it's like, oh, we're going to go in there, we're going to take it, or we're going to buy it, and stuff like that. That's dictatorship right there. Kind of like you're going to go invade another country to take it over. I don't agree with that.
Yes, but they also.
But if Greenland is willing to be, say, the 52nd state or whatever, right? So it would be fine. Like if their government agrees to be part of the United States.
Well, what if they don't agree?
Well, here's the thing.
Then they don't
I don't
agree.
think it's
They
the
don't-
government.
they can't
The government's
defend
never going to
themselves.
agree because they lose control, right?
Yes.
They lose power.
Right.
The
They
people
can't control- they
want
can't-
it. The government
Right.
doesn't.
Right, 'cause you
just
gotta-
like
you
Canada,
have
right?
to-
The people want it.
Yes.
The government doesn't.
The idea
then
is
you
to
got the
protect the
Venezuela
Western
situation
Hemisphere,
there, you know?
right? The doctrine: protect the Western Hemisphere.
Of course.
Right? And the idea is to keep everybody out of the Americas.
So we are clear. I do not agree with just going in and taking anything.
Okay.
No,
Right?
exactly.
I don't. Taking out leaders and preventing wars and doing that stuff
That's different.
and genocide
This
and that
isn't
stuff.
dictatorship.
I'm all for
This-
it.
this is why this is a
Put
great
somebody else
conversation.
in. You guys
This
get to
is
vote.
totally
Do what you got to do.
different. Yes.
I don't
You-
think we
you
should own
really-
Venezuela, right? Like no, we
No.
should not go in and
But
take
you know why?
anything from anybody.
You want to know
I
why
would
we
never
really
agree with
went into Venezuela when we did? Is because they were about to broker a deal with China and Russia.
China and Russia
about-
combined, and
to
Colombia.
provide them with all the oil that they need.
Correct.
And the United States knows once they do that, it's over for
We
us.
cut off
So
we cut off the
we cut
lifeline
the-
to both of them.
Right.
They
That's
cannot
exactly
touch
the
us.
reason why we
And
went
that's the
in there.
problem is
And we
everybody
did
wants to
what
sit
we
there and
did.
pretend they're doing it, but guess what? Who do you think was involved with oil last administration, right? They don't care. As long as they get paid, they don't care about the big picture. The bottom line is $300 billion of oil going to Russia and China
Yes.
while we're sitting here striving and struggling at $5 a gallon because we have these pretend wars going on.
Right.
We will end up a third world country in the next 10 years.
I think that's the piece right there.
And that's
Boomer.
why I
They're
think
too stupid to understand
they
that.
need
Yes,
green,
that's the
The average
4D.
person isn't
Greenland.
taught
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's the 4D. That's the 4D chess
Of course,
that people
of
don't
course.
see. Because if
This
you
guy
can,
is light years ahead of them,
if you can stop
and
the
they're
oil
just too
flow
stupid to know
into
about it.
Russia, then Russia can't move tanks. They can't fly airplanes. They
You can't take out countries
you-
like Ukraine,
like
right? They
Ukraine,
can't keep going
right,
to war.
Exactly.
They-
Exactly.
Not only
They can't
that,
get
it
here.
keeps Russia. It
Yeah.
keeps Russia. It keeps Russia from being close to us.
Exactly. They,
Because
they
now
can't get
station
here.
their
That's
war
exactly what I just
planes,
said.
They
Yes.
could put all this stuff. Same thing with Greenland. That's the reason why That's why Trump wants Greenland so bad. Is because then we can station our military over there.
We have
to
further
protect
reach.
us.
Absolutely.
Right.
But how
It's
does
all
Greenland
It's
lose?
a war game.
How does
It's a
Greenland
war.
lose?
Yeah, why wouldn't Greenland want it, right? Like to be part of the
The
United
only people that
States
don't
and
want it are the people in power.
the Dutch.
The people in power.
What,
They're
Denmark
the
or
only
whatever
ones.
it
Yeah,
is?
exactly. Yeah.
The people would love it.
Yeah.
The people would
I
love it.
agree. I agree.
Think of all the benefits they get. Think of everything that they get, right?
Yeah.
Think of all the manufacturing that goes there. Now you have military there. Now you have whatever you have so many more options, right?
Sure.
Not that Greenland's doing bad, right? I mean,
No, but I mean, what are they
It's not
doing?
like-
but
what's
what are
their-
they doing?
what's their GDP?
Right.
1.2?
But like, if you're going to
You
build
know?
the Golden Dome, right? If you're going to build the Golden Dome, right? Like, hey, Canada, hey, Greenland, don't you guys want to be under the dome? Don't you want to be protected from these outside forces? So I could totally
they make
see
too
it.
much money.
But I'm
off
very
their people.
curious,
Canada
guys.
makes a killing off
yeah,
their people.
I'm very curious how we're going to do it. Like, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm just curious how
I
it's going to happen.
don't know that it's going to happen because I don't think he's got enough time in office.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think 4 years
Vance,
is enough.
You got Vance
to
right
get it
behind
done.
him. I think
listen,
Vance.
they can
We'll
do.
see. They fixed
They can
elections
do
before.
what they want. They can make things look a certain way. They could always make it look like they're going. The Greenland's attacked,
Yeah.
and we go in there and we defend it, and we take out whatever ghosts attack that's happening there,
course.
and it makes it look like United States saved Greenland and
Like a CIA op,
United
of course.
States, right? And then
Wouldn't be the first time.
Greens are like, "Oh, we need your backing. We need your help.
Okay.
Yes, please, we'll join forces with you."
So
That's
meanwhile-
exactly one way they can do it.
So meanwhile, China keeps moving in on Taiwan. And so what happens then? What do you do then? So we're focused, right? We're Venezuela. We're trying to prevent wars. But meanwhile, China
was doing that for how long now?
right?
They've been doing it for how long?
Not a single word. China's
Nothing.
quiet, right?
Nothing.
What are they doing?
I
So you
think-
cut
I
off
think
their
they're
lifeblood, you
they're-
cut off the
they're
oil, you
testing
cut off the
Trump.
manufacturing. Think about it. The manufacturing's coming back. The oil's not going there. China can't just get their own, right? They have to get it from somewhere. What are they gonna do? Get Russia's freaking crude oil? Like that shit is trash, right?
Right.
It's not gonna work. China doesn't care about FDA and all that stuff, which is fine. But EPA. So Russia's not gonna give it up though.
Yeah.
Because now Russia's not getting replenished from Venezuela.
Okay.
They're not gonna give up their oil because they need it.
All right.
China is going to starve if we continue to do what we're doing. Trump knows that,
Yeah.
and we have to starve them to keep them at bay. Not end them. Not
Yeah, yeah.
not talking like make them freaking Ethiopia. I'm not
No,
talking
no,
like
but,
that.
yeah.
We have to
Create a
starve them
situation.
from the
Create-
resources.
create.
In abundance, right?
All right.
Right.
But think about
If
it.
there
They just
was
got
ever a
$10 billion in
war, that's
gold,
what you
silver,
did.
all
You-
this
you
other
just
stuff. All that other
starved
stuff
them.
got moved to them.
Yeah.
China's got all the gold. China's got all the material, all the metals.
Yep.
Think about that. What do we have?
Yeah.
Oil and armed citizens and
Yeah.
oil. That's what we have to protect us.
All right, so I have a question. So one of the first presidential actions that Joe Biden took when he came in, right? He wrote the presidential part. It was not a part in what the hell is it called? The presidential.
Set up the auto pen.
Well, it was the Nord Stream pipeline,
Yeah.
right?
Shut it down.
And he shut it down.
Yeah, he shut it right down.
So okay, so Trump's been in office. We're going like almost 2 years.
Well, it's his first year.
His first year.
No,
we're
he's
going
in
into
year
year
two
two.
now. Yeah.
Why has there been no conversation whatsoever about we need
About
power?
opening
We
it?
need power to that. I think that we need to put a power cord on that. Yeah, I completely forgot to power that up. Yours too, brother. Yeah. I got
Yeah, you
caught
need to
up.
open it up.
But yeah. So
Sorry,
my point
nobody
is,
wants to see me
so
anyway, it's
so yeah. So why? But we still got these. So why isn't we haven't started that back up? Like we realized how important the Nord Stream pipeline was. Why has there been no conversation about it? Why is it not?
There has, but the problem is you have to get through all the red tape that was created to get there. And what's more important right now?
Well, I mean,
We have it. We have the oil, right? We have the reserve. We just took the largest reserve in the world, right? Like we can do other things right now to prevent the wars that were
In and
coming.
out of a truck.
The wars were coming. We're preventing those wars from coming.
right.
China, Russia together, North Korea, we can't win.
Come back.
You can't win if you don't cut off the life support. The life support is their oil and the money.
So that's where the focus is.
The focus has to be there first. Has to be.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just
has to be.
I realized how important it was then, and it's amazing to me how it hasn't come back up. Like nobody's.
But yeah, look at your gas prices.
Yeah.
When's the last time they were this low?
No, true.
I know when.
True.
It wasn't in the last 4
Yeah, but
years, right?
No.
The same
Right.
thing too is
They
like
cut
why
off those
hasn't he been-
pipelines. Oh, gas went up. All this energy supplies went up because they cut off these lines, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and then the Saudis got all this money, right?
No.
All these raises, but yet we still don't have that pipeline. But yet fuel is down.
True. True.
So
That's
again,
fair.
they
That's fair.
lied to you.
Yes. Yeah.
They
Well,
told
even
you
with
all
O-
this
with
nonsense.
OPEC. Yes, with OPEC and everything
It's
else like that.
It's
yes.
all
right,
bullshit.
Right. Right.
They line their pockets
Yeah.
every single time. This man doesn't have to. And that's why they hate him, and that's why they need you to hate him. Up until he ran against them and showed the corruption,
Yep.
everybody loved him. Everybody loved him. Now all of a sudden he's public enemy number one, and you got these idiots trying to shoot at him and kill because they're so brainwashed into the nonsense. They don't know right from wrong anymore.
Yeah, you know, but I know like we're
They don't
talking
know-
about it. Like
being
even
an American is wrong.
Yes.
To our American youth.
Agreed. Even in this conversation,
Wild.
like Joe,
Wild.
Boomer, like Jody, like we're talking
Damn
about
right,
so
Loco.
many. We're talking about so many different topics, and it's like I almost say to myself, as an American, right? is it the absolute consumption of information? Like, in other words, there's so much happening that how can anybody focus on one given thing, right? And so you have a group of people that are focused on like literal, like the protests and the inequalities. And,
Yes, Nelson, a base there is not enough.
Yeah,
That's
right.
not what
And
we're
then
talking about.
and
We're
then you
talking
have
about, like actual
what's the-
protection from Greenland.
what was the
Nelson
question?
Rigo, the U.S. already has a base in Greenland. Yes, understandable.
Yeah.
Size of that base, how many soldiers are there? The reality of that base and capabilities, it's totally different.
Yeah, and there's nothing that stops us from them doing business with
Of course
China
not.
or foreign entities. And I think that's the objective here, right? The objective is like to prevent that from happening. Are you looking for Coy? I have got them on my desk. I have one. There's a white one on my desk too, bro.
That's what happens when
Yeah.
we do 2-hour shows and 3-hour shows.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
everything's like dying.
That's
all right,
all
Joe.
right.
Listen,
It's all
bro,
right.
we're gonna let you go if you got nothing else. Joe. Joe's dead. It sounded like he crashed.
His phone died too.
It's like his phone died. Listen, so
Well, nice
while-
to meet you, Joe.
Yeah, nice
Thanks
to meet
for
you,
the call,
Joe. Thanks
buddy.
for calling
Appreciate
in, brother. Yeah, I think he's gone. Oh no, there he is. Joe, you there? All right, buddy.
Arokolaka pizza?
Well, while he goes, and Jody's looking for chargers, I wanted to do something. So,
The great
anybody?
big box of everything. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting like weird phone calls. People, don't call my phone. If you're gonna call into the show, use the barcode on the screen. You can actually see it. It's in the top left-hand corner. Okay, thank you. So,
Yeah, we don't answer calls on our regular numbers. We don't like
this box right here, if you can see the box, this box was actually, this is full of raffle tickets from everybody that showed up and participated in the toy giveaway that we had for the Citizens for Citizens for the Christmas toy drive.
Yeah.
And rather than just
get my tickets.
It's okay. Rather than throw, too bad for you.
I don't
Rather than throw this box away, I said to
it away to
myself, you know what? These people were so amazing to show up and give toys that
Yeah.
I didn't want to just throw this away. So what I'm going to do is, there's quite a few in there, right? You see that?
Yeah, that's
All
a lot.
So what I'm going to do is every episode we're going to pull one of these out and we're going to give something away. And today, it happens to be a $50 gift card to the Brew House District in Fall River, along with a really nice bottle of wine.
Did they write their names on those tickets? I hope so.
There are names.
I doubt anybody
There
kept
are
them
names.
after this.
No,
So
there
hopefully
are-
it's the names.
There are, I have
Okay.
names. I have names.
All right.
I think there's one person that didn't give me names because she swapped the tickets. So, but I know who that one person is. But we do have names and we have phone numbers here. So let's do this. So this is going to be for a $50 gift card to the Brew House District along with a bottle
Great
of wine.
spot, by the way.
Ready, Boomer? You ready to
Marco,
take this
I
out?
suggest
All right,
everybody
Boomer.
go.
Get in there. Get in there. Take that out of there, buddy. All right.
Okay, what do we got?
All right. Who do we got? Who is it?
Oh, crap.
Who is it?
No freaking way.
Who is it?
Jody and Ant.
Get out of here. Get the hell out of
Swear
here.
to God.
I said it.
Oh, look at that, bro. You guys won.
I'll put it to the
That's
camera.
amazing. Let's put it to the camera. We switch the camera to Boomer. Look at that. Look at that. No, everybody's got your cell phone number. Congratulations, guys. You and Ant get to go for a date. How great is that?
Look at that. You both got it.
It's not gonna help the rumors,
right?
No, definitely not going to help the rumors, but that's all right.
Jody Jo,
It's
you're
cute
on
that
it,
you
bro.
guys do raffle tickets together, though.
Perfect, bro. You're on it.
And you guys share
How cool is
a
that?
phone number. Is that?
I went to the Maverick.
I'm just saying.
Writing my own name on that shit. I put so many.
It's got both your names, but one phone number. I'm just saying. You guys have a
what's
joint
that?
account.
What's going on?
They share a phone.
I'm just saying.
Dude, I'm so happy that they won, bro. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome.
awesome.
And thank you guys for showing up.
Congratulations, Ant.
That's just
Congratulations,
proof
Jody.
positive you guys showed up and you donated some toys and you
Yeah,
really supported
absolutely.
the cause. And I'm very grateful for
You
that,
don't just
brother.
talk
I
about helping
appreciate
the
it.
city. You actually show up.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
dude.
for sure,
job.
dude. We're not. Listen. People think that we talk, but like we don't have cameras on all the time. You
No,
know,
right. Oh,
I-
You
right.
know,
Trust me, I
we
know.
we like to do things out of our good of our hearts and stuff. That's how we grew
course,
up. You
of
know,
course.
a lot of people have done it for us that so we can have childhoods. You know, so like why not just pay it forward? Plus, I don't have any kids, so
Yeah. Dude, now you can get a burger. That
burger
Right,
was
dude? That
buzzing.
thing
Your
was
boy Loco
dope.
said Ant
Oh
lives too
wait,
far away.
someone's
Take
calling.
me.
Someone's calling in.
All right, who do we got?
Nelson.
All right, let's talk to Nelson. Nelson's a good conversation. Nelson, welcome to the show, brother.
Hello.
Is he there?
He should be here.
Nelson.
Nelson.
I accepted the call.
Arokolaka pizza.
Yeah. Is he there? No, he might have hung up.
No, it doesn't say he hung up.
I don't hear him.
Hola.
No, it says it's connecting.
Oh, all right. He's probably got a bad connection.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he in the mill?
Dude, get rid of that Boost Mobile shit. You know what I mean? Come over to T-Mobile.
Just not near my house.
That's so funny.
The woods and T-Mobile don't go together.
Crazy.
It's still connected.
Still
I don't know if
connected?
it's a good.
That's all right. We'll catch up with them in a We'll catch up with them in a
Best
minute.
mozzarella sticks in New England, the Brew House.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Facts,
It's
Loco.
pretty fire. The brew house is nasty.
That's
I love
Yo
it.
Loco, right? Loco's saying that. Yeah.
Listen, I agree.
Dude, I had him on the show.
I absolutely agree with him on that.
We did the live cast, dude, and he was sitting there eating them, and he's like, "Oh, these are so good." Like I wanted
I'm
one.
just
but-
saying. You know when you go places like they're like dry and they're just like chewy and nah, man. Everything that I had there was amazing.
Yo, I'm gonna
Was
be real.
amazing.
If you ever want like a good like review on mozzarella sticks, bring Paradise with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, what's your favorite restaurant in the city right now?
Me?
In the city?
Boomer. I'll ask you in a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That's tough. Believe it or not, it's different because I like different food from different places, right? Like I love the burgers at Brew House are probably the best that I've had in the city.
Yes. I
Right.
agree.
And the breakfast is amazing there too.
I haven't had the breakfast yet. I haven't had the breakfast,
Yeah, it's
so I
so
can't
good.
speak on it. So I love the calamari from TA.
Okay.
TA's calamari is the best in the city. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Weird, right? Like
Yeah.
it's calamari. It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
because I'll tell you right now.
We've gone to a couple places, and,
and
I'm
it's
like,
like,
oh,
we'll just. You want a box for that? No, you're good.
Yeah,
you
right.
can keep it.
Yeah, keep
right.
it.
And we're gonna start doing that when we start doing the shows and the
We should.
reviews for the
Yes.
advertising and stuff like
Yes.
that. So I
Yes.
can't wait. We're gonna tell you the truth.
Can we talk about that for a little bit? Like in a minute? Like once we get
can.
past this, I want to talk a little bit about
Sarge
that.
steak is
Yeah.
probably my favorite Portuguese steak in the city.
All right.
Sarge and Twins Restaurant.
Okay.
Those two are tied for the steak.
I haven't been to Twins.
I only went when I was putting out signs. It was just
Yeah.
close by.
Yeah.
Me and Jess ended up going, and it was great. So
Mm.
it was good. Those are probably the two best steaks that I've had so far.
Mm.
I wasn't impressed with some places, but I'm not gonna badmouth.
Do you leave the city at all to eat at all, or do you ever go and
Yeah,
eat?
I go to New Bedford. I go to New Bedford a lot. New Bedford's got a lot of nice stuff.
Dude,
on
New
the
Bedford's
waterfront
doing it
downtown.
right, bro.
Of course they are, because
Dude,
they're not trying to rob everybody.
Yeah, did you see
They-
that? The broken
they're doing
window
it right.
policy. They're actually. Did you see that? I
What
posted-
I wanted to bring here,
we
really,
talked
right?
about it. I
Oh,
actually said to
you
myself,
can't
like,
do that.
oh, we
You know what
talked
that's going
about
to take
it.
to create? And here's
Yeah.
New Bedford with it, right?
They literally have an
It's
app.
too
They have an
easy.
app. They have an
Of
app.
course.
Yeah.
New Bedford's doing everything right,
Yeah.
and we're too busy robbing everybody. That's just the way
Dude,
it
it's such a strange dynamic because when I grew up in Fall River, we always talked about New Bedford like the way people talk about Fall River now.
Correct.
Like
New
that's
Bedford,
the-
Brockton,
Yeah.
it was like-
it was like, oh no, where are you from? I'm from Fall River, not New Bedford.
Tell
New
you
Bedford,
what,
yeah,
I
right.
love to go to eat in Brockton.
Mm-hmm.
Since the brain injury, I haven't really gone out a lot. I don't really go far.
Yeah.
Just medication stuff like
Sure,
that or
sure.
whatever. So I try not to go like far anymore. But I go to Westport. I go to Porches.
Oh, Porches de Ciudad. Yeah,
go to
yeah, yeah.
Porches.
Yeah.
I don't really go to Somerset much anymore. Swansea much anymore.
Have you been to the Pine House in Tiverton?
I haven't.
Check
I
that out. Believe it or not, Jessica, she's the one that suggested it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she was on the show, she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, you got to check." And I go there. I actually was out there today, and always a good meal, dude. Always a good meal there. Yeah, Tiverton.
Like I'm a creature of, if I like it, I'm staying there.
Yeah.
I don't like to go out and just, because you gotta understand, I go out to eat. There's 7 of us. It's never
right.
just a $50
Yeah,
date, right?
Yeah, you got a football team. Yeah.
So on TA on Wednesdays they offer that deal, right?
Yeah,
You
the
get
platters,
steaks,
dude.
the platters.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
all the for $60.
Dude, that's a great deal, dude.
For me to feed my family McDonald's is $90. Wow. And that's just like,
Wow.
a meal here, a meal there.
Yeah.
$90. $90 to $100 automatically at McDonald's.
Wow.
I pay $60 for TA's Wednesday special.
And gone, and I bet you it's gone. They eat
It's
all of
gone.
it. Yeah.
But it feeds my family
Yep.
cheaper, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
when
And
I
it's
go
a
to,
home cooked meal.
I go to a restaurant, I go to Porter's, I go wherever. It's $300-$400 to eat. It's not an option.
Right.
Right?
Right,
You're
right,
talking $25 a plate,
Yep.
$30 a plate plus appetizers plus drinks.
Yeah.
It adds up.
If you're going out,
And then a tip
If you and
because,
Jess are
I'm a
going
nice
out, like
guy.
for a nice romantic dinner, where are you going?
Wherever she wants to go because
Smart answer.
Listen,
See
I'll
that?
tell you what.
Smart answer.
She's like a connoisseur, right? Like what's the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for?
connoisseur. That's- Yeah.
She likes what she likes, right? But she knows nice things. She does that stuff, right? Like she's she's spent that life like just hanging with friends and going out and doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I spent my life based on my kids' schedules and lives and doing
Right,
that.
right,
stuff. So I didn't really go out much to deal with that stuff, right?
Well, because people talk about like Federal Hill. Like I don't really go out to Federal
I'm okay with
Hill.
Rhode
Like, I don't
Island.
really.
I like it. I like some of downtown, East Providence stuff like. I like some of it, but I don't go out of my way to do it because one, I don't feel I want to be in traffic for 2 hours there and back just to go eat.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to eat, I want to go get it, be done, call it a day. Because by the time we get there, my kids are already fighting in the back seat, and I already want to throw one of them out of the car as it is. Right.
How about locals like 52, like Pier 52, Morgan's Cantina?
What I did have
Mesa
at Morgan's
21.
was good. I do like Mesa.
Yeah.
I will say this, Mesa, for everything that I mentioned, other than burgers, I don't think I've had a burger there, but like the steak, the calamari, everything, Mesa is probably the all-in-one restaurant that I do like. So I do like that.
I do. I never want to talk hate about anybody, but I was going there regularly.
Yeah.
And so funny. I happened to be there one day, and Mike Heron shows up. Like I should have known that was a sign. But dude, I had bad oysters, bro. I got so sick.
Really?
And I haven't been back since. Yeah,
Really?
because they do those stuffed, the stuffed oysters with the cheese on it, dude. They're delicious, and I've had them before.
I get the oysters all the time.
Dude,
I always
this
get
day
oysters.
I had them within 15 minutes, dude. I was definitely ill. Yeah, and I've never been back. I never went back. Like I was
Really?
kind of like, yeah. And it was one of my favorite places.
Tell you what, you want the best oysters in the, I don't care, in the country. I've been to Maryland. I've worked at Chesapeake Bay. I used to do that for a living.
That's right.
I used to design the equipment for people who farmed shellfish. So of course, they'd always give us bags and bags of shellfish,
right.
coolers full, right, to go home
You
with.
did that with the military, right?
No, I did that. I did that before I joined the military. Believe it or
no
not.
kidding.
Yeah, that was the company that it was. They were actually like freaking embezzling money. It was crazy. It was my wife's family, of course.
Yeah.
Go figure. But I learned a lot at East Dennis Oyster. John at East Dennis Oyster. You want the best oysters anywhere?
Yeah.
That's where you go.
And where does he get them from?
Right there in East Dennis.
Oh, so he
grows them.
that's my question.
Oh yeah, he grows.
So
No,
he harvested.
these are farm raised,
Yeah.
harvested from nothings, from specks to
No kidding.
full
Dude,
grown.
some people love
He
that.
does amazing,
Yeah.
and I'm talking like these oysters are the size of this freaking microphone, like
Yeah.
amazing, the best, and it's Cape Cod.
Yeah, right.
Yo, what we do here, these dummies out here who let these people dredge our waters and do nothing with it and send it to the Cape, and then we buy it back at freaking $10 a freaking shell.
Can they use this water? Can they use the Taunton River water? Is that not clean? Is it clean?
No, it's not. And they don't want it clean because they don't want you using it. They don't want you.
Dude, how do you clean it?
They can't sell your waterfront
How do you
if
clean
you're
this?
fishing and you're doing things there. And
Yeah, but how do you clean it?
Simple.
Can you clean it?
Cleaning water is easy.
Yeah, I've learned how to do
Cleaning water is easy.
Like the
Do you know
Taunton
what,
River. Like
you
the
know what
Taunton
cleans
River.
water?
Take any water, like I learned
Yes.
this in middle school. My teacher
Yeah, but this is salt water. This is the ocean. This is the ocean.
Yeah, there's ways to filter it. You just gotta run it.
You know what? You know what filters water?
Stuff like that.
I was gonna say shellfish.
You know
right?
what they dredge out of our waters?
Shellfish.
The shellfish. You know what they do with it? They bring it to the Cape, to the clean waters. They put it in the clean waters for a few months, and then they sell it back to you at top dollar.
That's crazy.
Yes, they're natural filtration
I
systems.
didn't know that.
Yes, absolutely.
See, I'm thinking to myself, this is again
Absolutely.
narrow thinking. Sorry, guys, like 'cause I don't do this for a living, but I think to myself, well, if the shellfish is here, that's contaminated, you can't do anything with it. But you're saying you pick it all up, you move it, put it in clean water. They live there for a little while. They spit out all the contaminants.
Or hear me out. Our schools have this program, aquaculture program, teaching kids how to raise shellfish and build these and design these docking systems. Now you have Somerset, Berkeley, Bristol Aggie, Diamond, Durfee, all these schools that run it all along the waterfronts, these docking systems that they build, they design, they run, take these shellfish, and now they sell it like these dredgers are doing.
Yeah.
They sell it. We, the city of Fall River, who knew, right? Sells those shellfish to the Cape,
but what's
to these
the-
growers. These growers then get them, but the money stays here.
Yeah.
Instead of the
Good question,
being
dude.
dredged
What's the
and
math,
nonsense.
dude? But what's the math? How long would that take? Right?
It depends on how much you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Depends
would it take like 20 years, 30 years?
No, not at all. If you're doing that and taking the precautions of preserving the water and not letting these dumps over here and do all this stuff, it's too easy. It's too easy.
And they just don't do it.
Of course not.
No kidding.
One,
wow.
They have no idea how.
Yeah.
Two,
I didn't know they were dredging here. I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't know
every
that.
year.
I didn't know
Daily.
that.
And you know what they pay for it?
Nothing. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yep. So you're telling us we can't eat out of this water, right? We can't eat the fish, we can't eat the shellfish, we can't do all that. But they can do it, and they can go bring it to the Cape, and then they sell it back to you, and then you're buying it at $3.25 a shell at Mesa.
Yeah.
Use common sense, guys.
Where does the
What are we doing
contamination
here?
come from? Is it from what used to be the shell gas and then the power plant? Was it all those combined, or is
Down
it?
Bay, we're shitting right in our water.
Is that what it is?
Go down Bay Street.
Yeah.
Go down the end.
Yeah.
And it's smell the water over there to smell the water. Like
Yeah.
we're going right into our water. Like all this clean water and all this water. Oh, we got to raise your water fees and we got to do this because we're cleaning the water. You're not doing jack. You're not doing jack. The bottom line is you got the salts from the winter, everything else going in the water. You got Somerset had
That's right, because the pile of
they had all that stuff.
That's right by the water. That big pile of.
Of course. Everything's just going in the water. You know what I mean? The bottom line is that's happening everywhere, right? We got too much, and now they want to build all this industrial stuff on the water. That's supposed to clean the water. No, they don't want you using the water because they're selling out your waterfront. Period. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, but isn't it worth more clean, bro? Isn't it? If the water was clean, wouldn't it be worth more to the citizens?
No,
Like
clean it last. Clean it last, because then you don't have to give the citizens access to it.
Jeez, man.
Think about it.
That's crazy.
If you clean it now and you open up fishing piers and do all this stuff, nobody wants to buy a $4 billion condo on the water that has fishing people fishing in front of it and dead fish on it. They don't want that.
That could change the city. That in
course
itself
it
could
would.
change. Like if you could create an
I had
industry.
people like trying to make fun of me about
Right?
it. Like, I know more about cleaning water than
Yeah.
these guys have ever done. They did a quick Google search. It's like, well, it'll only clean this much, and you got to not raise this many.
Yeah.
Do you know how many oysters come in a bucket this big when you order them? 100,000.
Oh wow.
And it costs you a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Couple bucks. It'll cost us
Like seeds, right? What they call seeds,
They're
right?
seeds, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you have the docking systems, right?
Yeah.
You have these docking systems. They flow through. It pushes the water through. All it does, they eat. They eat the bacteria in the water, and that's how they grow. They're bottom feeders, right? That's what they are.
Yeah, like lobsters and everything else.
So what it does is the motor blows the water through, blows the bacteria through. All the shellfish are eating. They're rotating through on the wire mesh. The wire mesh is really, really little. And then as they get bigger, the mesh gets bigger so they can grow bigger.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? It's not a hard process.
Yeah.
It's a little time consuming, but it's not a hard process. That alone is the easiest natural way to clean your waters and never have to do anything.
But is it in the
Pennies on
ground
the
though,
dollar.
bro? Is it like the soil? Like would we have to remove like soil? Like would any of that have to?
They dredge it every day. They dredge it every year. Think about it. They're already dredging the bottoms. Why? Why are they dredging it? You think they're doing it because they just want to do it? They're dredging it because they're making millions of dollars off the shit that we have here, but we're too stupid to
Wow,
do.
no kidding.
It's time consuming. They don't.
I didn't
wanna
know
do
this.
It.
I didn't know this at all.
This is
dude.
not hard.
I didn't know it all, dude.
I'll tell you what. Reach out to John at East Dennis Oyster. He'll come on a show.
That'd be great.
I'll tell you what, he's the realest roughneck guy you'll ever meet. His son's like a high ranking in the Coast Guard. Great American guy. Business entrepreneur. I used to give all my equipment away when I joined the military.
Dude,
I
there's
told
just
the
so
same.
much opportunity, bro. Like you say to
These
myself,
are things
there's
that we
so
don't
much
teach our kids because we
opportunity,
don't
right.
want them to know there's real industrial work out there that's generating
Dude,
millions.
and that's the part I struggle
You know
with.
money. You know how
When
much
say
money in
that-
grants.
When you say that,
Think
I
about
struggle
grant
with
money
that.
to clean the ocean.
Because I say to myself, why wouldn't we want them to know? Why wouldn't we want to move forward?
Think
Why wouldn't we
about
want to generate
the money
revenue?
they put
man?
into all this EPA stuff and cleaning the waters and cleaning the air?
Yeah, meanwhile, they're dumping
How much grant
thousands
money
of
do you
gallons of
think is in
paint.
that? Yeah. Instead, we're burying it and stealing the money, right?
Right.
Think about, and then we're firing these people with NDAs and paying them. Think about how much grant money you'd get. It wouldn't cost the city a dime to do these programs.
But you know what the problem is, bro? It seems so far away because, like, even our schools,
Because nobody cares.
dude, asbestos in our schools, mold in our schools. Like in the fire departments, they have rats. Like I say to myself, these are like, if we can't even manage the little stuff, and I don't mean like to
We
undermine.
can't manage it. They don't want to
That's
because
what
then
I'm
they have
saying.
to take that
Yeah.
money and actually use it
That's
for
what
what
I'm
it's
saying.
for.
So if we're not even going to fix the schools, right, and remove the mold and all this shit, then why would we clean the Taunton River? Why would we want to have an ecosystem that would benefit our citizens and create actually like a whole new commerce, right? You'd have like look at New Bedford, bro. Look at New Bedford. Like I mean,
doing great,
amazing. Like you can't. They've actually expanded. Like now, if you go down 195, like through Fairhaven,
Yes.
like you see how
It's
far
even better.
It's even further over now.
Fairhaven's getting better.
Absolutely. Like, why couldn't we have that here? Like, that's a massive
Because
amount
we're
of revenue.
run by people who
we have a
only
state pier.
know greed.
We have a state pier. We have all the room. We have all the infrastructure. Why wouldn't we utilize that?
Because then they can't sell out your waterfront, make their hundreds of $millions, and leave you with the bill. You're getting this bill, and when everybody gets this bill, do not call me.
Dude, I love everybody. Oh, my property taxes went up. No
I
shit.
told you what was happening.
No shit.
2 days after the election,
Right.
guess who voted on it?
Right.
Everybody you just put in office.
No shit.
We knew.
Like
we told
seriously.
you.
Right.
Literally.
Absolutely. Dude.
I showed you the numbers.
Yes.
I told you verbatim what was going to happen.
Yep.
Don't call me.
Yeah.
Don't complain.
Dude, and Facebook
complain.
was littered with it. Like I
Don't feel
opened my Facebook and everybody I knew was putting their tax bill.
My tax bill was
right.
almost $9,000 a year.
amazing,
When I bought my house in October of 2020, I bought my house.
Yeah.
It was just over $3,000. This man has tripled.
For what, dude?
Tripled.
And we have nothing. We have nothing to show for it.
Nothing.
We have nothing to show for it.
No, you do. You have all these new jobs, all these new careers for all his voters.
Mm.
To keep them in power and keep the money train going, you got nothing. Your streets still suck. Your schools still suck. Your people are still underpaid. The cronies are still in charge, and there's nothing you can do about it because you didn't get out and vote, or you voted for them because the devil you know, as stated by some idiots, right? The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Well, guess what? The devil you don't told you what was going to happen, and welcome to the devil you know.
Yeah, and this is and not
I don't
to sound,
feel bad.
I don't want to sound bleak, but now it's 2 years of this, and like what happens in the next 2 years? And it seems like whatever it is they're doing, they're in a rush to do it.
They're in a rush to do it because they know that they don't have a chance. They
Right.
might not win again,
Right.
and they need to get as much done as possible.
Right.
But you notice they're putting themselves on boards and all this stuff to be in place to get the votes pushed faster. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, they did all the
That's what they're
assignments,
doing.
right? Like the president, vice president. Like
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about the city council stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is your city council voted to push these budgets and these taxes too. They're just as guilty. They're just as guilty. Say what you want.
No, of course.
And
of
I
course.
like and I like
Dude,
plenty
none
of
of this
them.
happened overnight. No,
I
no,
like plenty
This
of
is
them.
nothing personal.
It's not a personal
but
thing.
I've mentioned this before.
But you can blame the mayor all you want.
Bro.
The bottom line is you voted for it too.
Yes, this didn't just happen
Every time.
This didn't just happen.
No,
right?
of course not.
If we want to blame
And you've
one
all
guy,
been here just as long, if not longer, than the mayor. So
exactly.
you are just as much responsible.
Exactly.
As
And that's
responsible.
and that's
Absolutely.
and it's fair to, and I think it's fair to play in that sandbox.
Yep.
I think you're absolutely
Yep.
within your rights to do that. Because again, and I hate to be always on this drum, but I beat this drum hard, and it's, dude, infrastructure. Like, to me, infrastructure is so critical to society, right? Like, Rome was successful because they had the aqueducts, right? There was
The
water.
only infrastructure they know here is housing.
Oh, man.
Housing generates money from the feds, money from the state, comes to the city, gets paid to themselves, keeps them in jobs, keeps them getting raises, keeps building their jobs for their friends and family. Move on. They don't want you to open your business.
Why?
Because then you're successful, and that's money taken from
Man,
them.
Like, see, that's
They're not
the
gonna come
question.
work
I
for
always-
Bobby
like,
Couto.
Like, why? Like, why wouldn't you want me to be successful? Why wouldn't you want to build the strongest? Like, right? You want to build the strongest possible city with the strongest possible citizens. Like,
Because
supporting
that takes
people.
directly from them.
Man,
Takes directly from them. You go open a private school. You think they want that?
No,
because
they don't
you're
want charter
taking
schools.
tax dollars from them.
Agreed.
You're taking that student
that's
money
a very
from
fair,
them.
that's a very fair point.
They don't want
Yes.
that. They don't want
Yes.
actual education. They
Right.
want the money for those kids.
Yes, and they want to control.
And they want to control
the
and
narrative.
pretend the bullying's not happening. We got 14-year-old kids committing suicide
Yeah.
because of bullying.
Dude, the school
that they
committees
cover up.
The school committees is a complete.
We got
disaster.
lawsuits against the
Yeah.
against the administration because of bullying against teachers and parents and students.
Yes.
Covered up. My
Yeah.
son was one of them. Like, we know.
Yeah, dude, the school committee is a disaster. It's an absolute
Well,
disaster.
the new school committee has a chance to prove themselves now.
Yeah, but again, it's still under the same leadership, bro. You
Doesn't
know what
matter.
I mean? Like,
Doesn't matter. It's a vote.
The
leadership. Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it?
It's gonna be.
I've yet to see it. I'll believe it when I see it, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
I think our problem is we give our superintendent too much power, and she should be.
I guess
in
that's where I'm
prison,
at.
let alone anywhere else.
That's exactly
But
where I'm at, dude.
Way too much power.
That's where I'm
way
at.
too much power.
That's where I'm at.
However, how do you put somebody into a position and say they start on Monday if the school committee hasn't even voted to fund this position?
What could you just?
How do you do that?
So people don't know. Like, can we? What is the position?
So it's the MML, whatever. So basically, the multi-language. She's going to be a top tier person, right?
Yep.
Mind you, this is the same person that's telling everybody that voted for Trump that they're fascists and all this other stuff. Charlie Kirk deserved to die. She's that kind of person. So no bias there, right? She should definitely be in front of children, especially the children that are just learning
Multilingual.
English.
Yeah, multilingual.
Just
Yeah,
the children
right.
that are just learning English. We're not going to indoctrinate them at all to only vote one way, right? This person should not be around children, let alone educating them. Period. How do you put that person in charge? Right, so I forget what the actual position is called. Of it, it's
But it's a multilingual
yes,
specialist.
exactly,
Yeah, right,
whatever it may
right,
be.
Right.
But she's got contracts with the city already, so she's under contract, getting a job from the city. You can't do. There's no conflict of interest there.
Yeah.
Hired by the superintendent without the approval of the school committee.
What do we
on
know?
The funds
What do
to
we
pay
know
it.
about this person? What do we know? Do we know anything about
We know,
her?
we
like
know
her
she's a
experience?
fascist. We know she's one of the Antifa people. We
Yeah.
know she's her mindset is Antifa.
So maybe we
Go look at her profile.
Yeah,
go look at her LinkedIn.
yeah,
Go look at her
maybe we
profile.
need to do that.
She shares
Yeah.
nothing but like Antifa and anti-American everything. MAGA. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I vote for Trump. My kid believes in Trump. My kid's raised to think for himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think she's going to treat my kid the same way she treats somebody else's
She won't.
kid?
She won't.
Absolutely
Yeah, I'm totally okay
not.
with that. Yeah, she won't.
Now, the teachers. Do you think the teachers can have a freedom to vote around her? Or is she going to fire them or hire them?
And that's the narrative.
Biased.
That's the narrative. Yes.
Nobody should know.
Yes.
My children should not know your political being, your gender, your sexual preferences.
100%.
My children should not know that. My children should know that you teach history.
Absolutely.
If
That's
they
it.
know anything else above that,
TMI.
you are a problem.
Yes.
You are what's wrong with
Absolutely.
society today. You're not a
Absolutely.
teacher.
Absolutely.
You are somebody who wants attention.
If I go to work
And children are the only people you can fool into giving it to you.
and I start talking politics to somebody at work, someone goes to HR and says, "Hey, I heard Bobby talking about politics." I'm going to be reprimanded for that.
As you
I
should.
am not allowed to have
If
that
somebody
conversation.
asks you a question,
Yes,
you can answer it.
you can answer it.
Got it.
But if I rant and I'm like, well, this and this and this and this and this is how I feel and that's how I feel, HR is like, hey, Bobby,
Yeah, you can't do that.
we don't appreciate those conversations in
That's it.
in the workspace.
Who you vote for is your problem.
So why does that change when you enter like the school system? Why does that change when
Indoctrination system.
There it is,
That's
man.
why.
100%. I
When
have
my
no
son
faith,
comes
dude.
home
I
and
have no
asks me,
faith in the
Dad,
education system.
why are these teachers wearing dog collars and
Yeah.
leashes?
I have no faith in the
I'm
school
sorry,
system.
what?
None.
Yeah, my parent and my teacher are wearing a dog collar and a leash every day.
Yep.
What? Why are you in a classroom allowed to do that, but my son has to wear a uniform? My son has to wear this stupid shirt that you charge us for,
Yep.
with these stupid patches
Yep.
and these certain colors because they have to,
Right.
but you can show up with a dog collar and a leash and pajama bottoms? I don't think so.
That's amazing.
It's disgusting.
That's amazing.
No, I don't care.
And if somebody
what
tells
you do
them
in the
not to
privacy
do
of your own
that,
home, that's all
the
you.
teacher says, well, this is my right to, I'm expressing myself. This is the, no.
But yet my son can't wear his Bulls jersey or whatever team he
Right.
supports or whatever
Right.
else because it's not a dress down day
Right.
that they have to pay you for.
Right. Yeah.
What? It's
Dude.
all indoctrination and bullshit.
Boomer,
Parents
I
need
hate-
to stand
dude.
up and take your kids back.
I hate to say this, brother. Is it too late, man? Like, is this possible to stop? Is this
Yes.
Is this too
Yes,
far
it
gone, dude? Can
Nope.
we? Is
I
it
absolutely
poss-
believe it's
how do
possible.
we? Dude, how do we stop it, dude? How do we say to ourselves, our children
Stop
deserve
allowing
more,
it.
dude?
Stop letting it. Every parent needs to go to your school and stop allowing these people to tell you what you're to do with your children. They
Yeah,
are
but
not their children. They belong to you.
Yeah, but-
do not come to my. Do not call me and tell me, "Hey, this is what we're doing with your son because of this." I will take care of reprimanding my son.
Yeah.
You will educate him.
But Boomer,
Thank you. Stay in
what
your
if,
lane.
what if these parents are the people we were just talking about earlier in the show that are already depending on the system and are part of that indoctrination?
Then you
And-
know what?
Right?
That's you and your kids' problem.
But that's the majority, bro. Like again, my point.
But the parents
is it
that
too
aren't
late,
those,
dude? Is it too late? Is there enough of us
I
to
think
stop
so.
it?
I think so. The problem is, I think too many of us are in that my dad crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. It doesn't matter. It's all the same people. Nothing's going to change.
Yep.
They're just going to throw another body, another face in front of it. They're not wrong.
Right.
However, change that mindset, turn around and go fight, go stand side by side.
Mm.
And you saw it. We had 56, we had 79, 80 people
Yep.
at some of our showings,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
They're there. They're out there. We just have to reach them.
Right.
The problem is the system's designed for you not to be able to reach them.
How many parents actually know the curriculum that is being taught to their children? And I guarantee you,
I
most
want
will not
every
know.
parent right now in the city of Fall River to go see what your ethics classes are.
Yep.
Go see.
Yep.
Go see what
It's
your
so
go see
important.
what they're teaching.
It's so important.
Because I'll
bro.
tell you right now, it's not ethics.
Yep.
It's gender bullshit. It's what bathrooms and how to address people and the theys and the thems and the nonsense.
Yep.
Stop.
Dude.
I don't care who you are and who you want to be.
No, it doesn't matter.
My child doesn't need to know it.
Right.
I don't need to care about it.
Yep.
My child doesn't need to learn about it. Period.
Dude.
If my child asks you a question and you want to answer it and give them whatever nonsense reason, go for it.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Right.
You are not to be educating my child on something that
Is
he
irrelevant.
doesn't need to know.
It's irrelevant. Yeah,
Especially
it's
at
not-
6,
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old.
Right. Right.
You're indoctrinating. You're pushing that on my kids.
Yes. Yes.
Stop. right now.
And even that, and even the conversations that take place in the classroom. Like I remember when my son my son was in high school, and him and I I would ask him, I'd be like, hey Jay, what's it like?
Hi, David, I can see you, buddy.
Yeah, what's it like in your classroom? Like what? And you know what he used to say to me, Dad, I don't participate in the conversations because my opinion, like I don't.
They don't want to hear it.
They don't
You
want
have a difference of opinion.
Exactly.
You are exiled.
Yeah.
Exiled.
Yeah.
Now you're the trouble kid. Now the teacher doesn't like you. My son has a teacher like that.
Yep.
You will respect him when you're in class. He has a teacher, and I knew from day one. I knew because my son doesn't agree. My son has a I forget what it's called, but it's a disorder basically. So if my son is right in his beliefs, he will fight to the death. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's right. His thought process is, no, I don't believe in that. I'm right.
Right.
I don't have to agree with it. He doesn't argue if like the math problem's wrong. Oh, okay, I get it. No, you're right.
Right.
He won't argue stuff.
But if you tell him the sky is blue, if you tell the sky is green, he's going to argue that the sky is blue.
Correct. And he will do it to the death. He has a defiance disorder, right?
Yep.
If you go against that, he's going to fight back. Pushing your personal sexual whatever preferences and all that other shit on these kids and showing up in a freaking dress and bullshit as a male teacher, stop. Stop. You have no right to do that. Just like they can't express themselves dressing up at school, neither can you.
Right.
It's
not the place, dude.
Keep your shit at home.
It's not the place. Right.
So
it's
my
not the
son's
place.
like, why are you wearing a dress? I question it, right?
Yep.
You don't get to ask that. Why? It's a question.
Right.
This is a freaking 10-year-old boy.
Right.
He wants to know.
Yeah, right.
He lives at home. He's got his dad's out
Dude,
taking
not
him
for
to
nothing.
shoot
Hey,
guns and ride bikes
bro,
and do this stuff.
If this
He doesn't
is a
see a man in
teacher,
a dress.
dude,
He
if this
doesn't
is
know.
a teacher, as a teacher, I say to myself, "Oh, this is a learning opportunity. Like this is a teaching opportunity.
Correct.
Like if I
Instead,
truly
you want to be
believe,
confrontational with a 10-year-old.
if I truly believe that I should
Grow
be
up.
wearing this dress, then I have no problem explaining how I feel to the person in question. Instead, it becomes an offensive situation.
Correct.
Oh, you don't have a right to ask me that question.
You're offended by everything. You're
Right.
offended by everything.
But the
Everybody's
truth
offended.
we live in America, and you have every right to ask any question
Don't
you want
draw
to
the
ask.
attention to yourself. You won't get offended when people ask you questions
100%.
about it because that's the bottom
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
You did this for attention.
Yes.
You wanted the attention, whether you believe it or not, whether you feel this way or not, whether
Yes.
you want to be this one or that one.
No, it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
This has nothing to do with that.
You did
we're
that
not,
to get the attention
We're-
for your belief.
Just for the record, we're not questioning. Like,
No,
you
of
be,
course
like,
not.
be
I don't
whatever
care
you
who you
want.
are.
But to me, my point is, I don't think it's okay to be hanging flags that are either the American flag or maybe a
No,
tread
that's it.
flag. But that's it.
That's
there
it.
should be no other
Yeah.
flag.
No tread
hanging-
flag, and that's it.
That's it. No other
Representing
flag.
America.
But so it becomes convoluted, right? When
But they're
it's-
taking down American flags and putting up all
Yes.
these other ones.
Yes.
No, wrong
Yes.
answer.
Wrong
Sorry,
answer.
wrong answer.
Right. Yes.
Sorry, I just need
Oh, that's
your
okay.
passcode.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's a studio one. There's no
That's
private
the
stuff on
studio. There's
there.
no
We're good.
privacy on that.
No,
Yeah.
we don't need privacy. On
No
that.
privacy on that.
We keep our dress photos in the other one.
So I had Chrissy Harper on the show from Citizens for Citizens, and she's like, I have a lot of friends that are teachers, and she says, do you know that they don't even teach cursive anymore? Like they don't teach cursive anymore.
they don't want you to read it.
And math and English.
What's written in cursive?
The Constitution.
And what else?
The Bill of Rights.
They don't want you to know.
They don't want you
They
to
don't
know.
want kids knowing that they have rights.
Right.
They don't want kids knowing that they can fight back and they have a constitution that gives you the ability to speak and say
Yes.
what you want to say.
Yes.
And arm yourself in case
Right.
they try to take that from you. They don't
Yeah.
want that.
Dude, and even like grammar, she's like, they don't teach children to sound out the word. They teach them to memorize the word.
Yeah.
So like my point being is like if you teach people to memorize words, if there's a word that they don't recognize, then they don't know what the word is. So they don't have the ability.
They don't have to know meanings either.
They don't know how to sound out a word, right? Like
They guess. They
right?
guess.
You
My
guess.
kid- I deal with it with my son, my youngest son. He's 8 years old.
Yeah.
And he struggles completely.
Dude, that's micro to me.
But he was never
Like,
educated,
That's
obviously,
that's
because of our
micro
school
programming.
system, so.
That's micro programming, right? And so then you have COVID, right? COVID happens. Kids are home learning on computers. They're not learning anything.
They're still on computers playing
so
games.
my point is, this is what, let's say 10 years, right? 10 years. What kind of people are entering the workforce?
Do you think like COVID was like a restart for like kids' brains and stuff like that? So like they can like kind of like what's it called?
Yeah,
kind of like groom
Yes,
them
100%.
into like
It's all programming,
The
bro.
government
Yeah.
tells you
Yes.
to do something, you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Looking
my
at a
house.
screen. Yeah. But again, this was a generation that's so young that they don't know any better. And these kids watch their parents panic. Oh my God, take my clothes off at the door, right? Like hand sanitizer, maybe bathe in hand sanitizer, wear a mask. Like how many parents Guys,
the TV told me to do this.
Hey,
we had to do this.
In all fairness, my neighbor, when this all happened, I lived in Berkeley. I had elderly neighbors that I used to look out for. And I was so concerned, like I didn't get the shot and I wasn't going to get the shot. I was so concerned that I would wear a mask and I would go, like I would try to avoid seeing them because I was afraid to make them sick. Like in my mind, I knew I wasn't going to get the shot, but I also didn't want to live with the idea that I somehow transmitted a disease and killed these people, right? So even somebody who was, I'd say I was pretty grounded during COVID, I still had the fear, like, because I don't want to be the guy who killed my neighbors that I love. Like my mom is elderly. I don't want to make her sick. So even, like I said, even the people that were defiant still had filters, right? Like you still cared about people and I don't want to make them sick. So if even the people that were grounded thought that way, imagine the people that weren't grounded, right? Like how far do you go? How far do you push it? And your kids learn this. This is, you're at the pivotal point in their lives.
And how many of them died?
Dude.
And how many of them are sick?
Yes.
How many of them, and all the truth's coming out, right?
Right.
All the conspiracy
Yes.
theorists, right? There were
Yes.
such conspiracies. Every bit of it's been true and proven beyond,
With
even
no
worse
dude,
than what they said.
with no repercussions, bro.
Nothing.
No
happens to these
accountability,
people.
bro. No
Nothing.
accountability. Not even a little bit. They you know,
all
they,
the fraud, all these government,
Yeah.
all these congressmen and women,
Yeah, it
all these
doesn't-
senators, they do whatever they want, and they're all multimillionaires
Yeah.
while you are freaking trying to figure out how to pay your rent or your electric bill.
Yeah, and that's where I struggle, bro. That's where I struggle. Like I'm saying to myself, wow.
The people have the power to stand up.
Yeah.
They're choosing not to because they allow them to make them sheep.
Yeah.
Like I said, we went to war
Is it
with a
laziness,
whole other
dude?
country
Is it
for
laziness?
3% on tea. Now we let these people steal trillions of dollars from us and tell us we're the problem and you got to pay more because we didn't steal enough.
I don't think it's laziness. I think it's more so people getting intimidated by the power of officials and stuff like that. And sometimes, you know, depending on the actions of the higher ups and stuff like that, they keep on showing, you know, people a certain side. It might shy people away from certain stuff because they might feel like what they're trying to do is just going to get totally disregarded.
Yeah,
But that's what they do. They keep you in fear of being right.
Yeah, the hive. It's I want to be part of, like I want to do the right thing.
It's like a tactic almost. Like
Go through your city government,
Yeah.
see how many of them are all related.
Yeah.
a lot. They're always
All
related.
it's a Sprint phone plan. It's friends and family. That's all this is. Friends and family plan. And then it's the nephews, the cousins, the aunts, the uncle. Everybody's got these jobs that they don't deserve. And then the people on the boards that get them these jobs, hey, we can do whatever we want now.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to say anything because they want their job.
Yeah, but you know what the crazy thing
That's
was?
my cousin. That's
You
my
know,
sister. That's
the
my
crazy
brother.
thing in all this, guys, was
Cover it up. Nobody's gonna investigate it. Spend
Yeah.
it. Nobody's ever gonna come looking for this money.
Yeah.
That
was the mentality.
That was the mentality.
But
right?
you know what? They got away with it. You know why they got away with it? Because I said to myself, there's no possible way that this many people could be in on this. But the truth was, it was. It was.
Crazy,
right?
right?
Because that's what you say to yourself. There's no way that this many people could
And
be.
when I was calling it out, everybody's
Dude.
like, "Yeah, you're just making this up." How did that work out for you?
Right?
Some people just want more, and like that's why
There's never enough.
Never enough.
Never enough.
Yes.
people don't realize not all money is good money.
Yeah.
How are you multimillionaires, almost hundreds of millions of dollars on $174,000
True.
salary?
Every single one of them.
$120,000
Every
salary.
single one of them.
How?
Yeah, every single
How?
one of them. Yeah.
Then the pay to play programs, right? They're the loyalty pay programs, right? You're on these extra committees and we'll pay you as long as you don't speak up about anything.
That's like
You never speak up, the truth never gets out, you get paid extra money. You took more tax dollars from the taxpayer to build the loyalty to keep you in power.
kind of like
Yes.
hush money.
Yes.
It is, it's hush money, that's what
Yes.
it is.
Yes. It's everything
And the more hush you are,
Yeah.
the more money you make.
It's, you know how you know?
The more bored you get
What
on.
they did to you. Like it's because they invested in you in finding out everything they could possibly find on you,
And all they found was a crazy mother.
But they find it and then they twist it and they put it on and they have the media outlets, right? And they plant it here and they plant it there and they create a narrative, dude. And before you know it, even if it's not true, you've seen it so many times that not everybody's going to fact check. You know what
When
I mean?
he was in high school in 1998, he dated this guy's girlfriend.
Yep.
Like, really? That's the best you could do?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you date my girlfriend?
But that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
And then they do
and that's what they spewed all over every post,
Is it-
right?
ready?
They had those people,
This
right?
is going to make the audience go nuts when I say this.
I love the fact that the people
The lottery, bro.
in charge stuff.
The lottery is the perfect example of that. They're doing the lottery for Diamond.
The lottery for Diamond. So when they fixed the board, the Diamond board, they got rid of the people they needed out of the way, right? They worked to remove certain people from that board.
Yes.
Because they never would have opened up to the lottery.
Right.
Now they got their people on the board.
And then they open it
Now
to
you got the lottery.
Now you pick and choose everybody
Diamond's
you want.
going to regret ever allowing them.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
sucks because Diamond
think-
was the last prestige thing
Yes.
that
Do you,
we had
do you think
here
they had a choice,
educationally.
dude? Do you think they had a choice? I don't think they had a choice.
They absolutely had a choice.
Wait, what do you mean by lottery? Like how they choosing their students?
Yes.
Yeah, it's at random
Yes.
now. No longer earning it, no longer having to be held accountable.
Is it what?
That's how Atlanta's charter is as well, though.
Yes, but they're not. Atlantis Charter is not funded by.
Oh, like this.
Yes, this is
private.
This is private. This is like that's a private situation. This is funded by the
They
taxpayers.
necessarily work though because of like kids from like surrounding like areas. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I didn't know necessarily how like.
No, now
So-
it's just a lottery. Just
Yeah.
any Joe Schmo can go there, and
To me, the credentials.
100,000 parents can just put their kids in.
No,
now.
your
Hey,
credentials should matter.
there you go.
That's a vocational school, and you know what? I want to know that if my child is going there, that their co-student, right, like is going to be on the same page, right? Like it's not going to be some kid
has shown that he was responsible,
Absolutely.
respectful, hasn't been suspended
Yes.
for beating somebody with whatever. Now this guy's got
Yes.
a nail gun,
Yes.
and he gets pissed off and can't
Yes.
handle it because
Yes.
he won the lottery.
Yes.
And he's not that kid that was self-controlled in middle school and whatever else. Guess what?
And people will give a shit for this,
Anger
but
issue, here you
dude,
go.
but the
You
truth
can
is
give
the
me shit
truth.
for whatever you want.
The
Listen,
bottom line,
if you haven't
yes.
met me by now,
No,
I don't give a shit.
But the truth is, bro, I 100%
I'm always
agree with
myself.
You should be going to that school based on your credentials. If you're working hard and you got great grades and you have like aspirations
You
to
deserve
be to be a plumber, an electrician, an auto mechanic, auto body, whatever that is you want to do, HVAC, you should have that ability. But I believe that the person alongside you should also have the same want and needs. Like it just has to be that way. Otherwise, it's just high school. Like if you just want to go to high school and you just want to get a diploma, you can go to Durfee. You know what I mean? You can go to Bishop. Well, I don't know if you know Bishop Stang, right? You can't.
you
Bishop.
can't go there. You can't. You got to pay.
If you got to get paid into that, and then what's the other one there?
Bristol Aggie.
Bristol Aggie is an agricultural, but they do some
Somerset is
trades.
also a school.
Yeah, Somerset. Berkeley, Somerset Berkeley High as well. I mean, you can go to those other places, but I think as a vocational school, you have to preserve that.
But I
agree.
went to Durfee
Yeah.
personally, and I feel like we need another public fucking high school. It's over. I mean, at least I went to the old Durfee, but in my eyes, like looking at
We have one. It's called RPA. It's where they send all the kids they don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
But that's
Where they threaten the kids for using the phone.
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because like I had friends that went to RPA too, but they didn't go to RPA because they were, out of control and just beating kids
not.
up. No,
No.
I had friends that just too much stuff in the classroom is gonna distract the shit
Right,
out of
right,
them.
right.
and
Yeah.
They might take a little bit longer than the
Listen.
next
I have
person.
I have recordings of administrators threatening kids to go to RPA because they use their phone in the bathroom at school. Because they use their cell phone to call their mother because it was that time of the month and they needed something and called
And
and they
genuinely, I
didn't
felt
go
like
to
at
the
Durfee
office and
they
tell them
needed
and use their
supplies
phone.
for girls,
They
too.
don't want the kids using their phones at school because they know the kids are going to show the truth and record everything. That's why they don't want it. That's the only.
that's the only
It's not
reason
about
they give a shit
education.
about none of
It's not
that
about getting to
shit.
these kids because the education level hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Well,
At the
nothing.
old school, they didn't care about they didn't give a fuck about us having cell phones.
Yeah.
And at the old one, that was when somebody brought a BB gun. That was the day when we had 10 fights in the school one day. We
Yeah.
went into this big.
You think that still doesn't happen?
block.
Yeah, but you know what, dude?
That
You know what's
Happens every
weird?
day.
I feel like it's just less.
But they don't let it out.
Yes.
They don't let it out, and that's all. That's what it is. It's all part of controlling a narrative.
Yeah.
School's already fucking destroyed.
Mm.
Destroyed.
The new Durfee?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that.
Whatever.
They're running like personal mechanic shops out of that place and everything, man. That's nuts, dude.
We do whatever. This administration does whatever they want.
Man.
This is the most abusive administration I've ever seen.
And so how do they get away with it, dude?
Simple. It's all their friends and family that are in position to cover it up.
I knew the answer. That's when I hear you say it.
Let's
That's
be real.
exactly what it is.
Let's be real.
It's exactly
Who
what
you
it
gonna
is.
call?
No, it's exactly what it
You're
is.
gonna call the union?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's his brother.
Yeah.
You're gonna call HR? Well, that's his brother.
Yeah.
Well, was his brother.
Yeah.
Like, who are you gonna call?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters?
You're going to call the school committee?
Yeah.
Well, she's the sister to the principal who's trying to cover up the sexual assault to his cousin who's in the band with this guy that's on the school committee. Who are you going to call?
That's crazy.
They're all
bro.
related. They're
That's
all best
crazy,
friends.
man. That's nuts.
They
That's
all
nuts.
put themselves in position to make sure you will never get ahead, and they will always
Dude,
control
this just
the
makes us
narrative.
like everybody else. Like, this is what's happening in the country. Like, right? Like, this is,
Bobby, this is
any
why
liberal state. Any
I
liberal
take care
state.
of my soldiers.
Right? Yeah.
I take care of my people, my whoever uses me for real estate.
Yep.
Like we were going to talk about before,
Yep.
the marketing,
Yep.
advertising for the show, doing
Yep.
all that stuff. These are the things I focus on because I know me as a person. I take care of the people that I represent.
Sure.
And my name, my reputation is everything. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like the way I present myself. You don't have to like the way that I'll tell you to go screw yourself. I don't care. I'm always honest. I'll always tell you the facts. I'll always tell you the reality. You get what you get, right? But when it comes time to taking care of my soldiers, there's a reason that me and my command didn't get along, right? Because I wasn't a yes man. The upper echelon of the National Guard, the Army National Guard, is worse than our administration here. Here's the thing: they all they want to put their yes men into positions, and when you're at a certain rank, they want to get you out of the way. My commander literally wrote my last NCOER on how I'm the best to ever do it, and I know I am because I have the proof and the accolades to do it. So I know it's not tooting my own horn. I'll tell you right now, I can show you any piece of paper you want to see, any NCOER, which are evaluations every year. I'm the best of the best, and I've done it, and I've proven it. This man, 10 days later, got my neuro report from my neurosurgeon, right, for my brain injury and everything, knew that they were going to have to pay me and keep me on the books, had me removed saying that I was inefficient. Mind you, that very year, we exceeded our mission for the first time in that company since when I got back there.
Yeah.
The 2 years prior to that, I was the top recruiter for specialty brands.
Dude, so
they
why,
downgraded
yeah,
my
but why
award
wouldn't he
because they
want
didn't
to
want me
keep you
get
there,
it.
dude? But why not keep you there, bro? Like
Because I wasn't a yes man.
If you're excelling, you know
He
what I
can't
mean?
abuse me. He can't.
Man.
I talk back and I tell him no. I know right
This
from
is
wrong.
everything that's wrong
He
with the
needs a
system,
yes
bro.
man.
This
Yes.
is everything that's wrong with the
But
system,
that's
bro.
why
Fucking
when people
nepotism,
ask
man.
me, "Oh, how do you feel about would you do it again?" Knowing the people that I would work for, I love helping my soldiers. I love taking care of kids. I love getting kids off the streets, getting kids through college, finding ways to make them better. Right? I love that part of my job.
Yeah.
Knowing who I would work for and the kind of people that are in charge, I'll tell you right now, that's the last place I would go. I would go active duty. I'd go to the Marine Corps first. I'd go to freaking reserves before I went to do what I did again.
Yeah.
And I've never said that before, right? Because
Yeah.
I always talk positive about it. I love what I do. I
Sure.
love what I've done.
Yep.
You can see all my accolades freaking throughout my whole house, right? Like
Sure.
just freaking everywhere.
Yep.
I love what I do. I took pride in what I did, and I still do. I worked with some of the best people on the planet, the recruiters, the other team leaders, first sergeant. Once you got to a point where you made the rank that I made, right? You became an E8, it's controlled. And there's only so many of those. They want the control.
Yeah, the club.
They
You're not
want
gonna
the
get into
club
the club.
people.
Yeah, the club.
I'm not a club person. There's no
Yeah.
Kool-Aid drinking here.
Right.
No, absolutely not. I will not take a reduction so your brother can get promoted. I will not take a reduction so your friend can get promoted because he sucks and he's number one on the list after everybody else got promoted. This is the last chance for him. I don't give a shit. He should be better. I was better. So their way to remove me while I had the brain aneurysm, I couldn't fight back.
No.
That was how they removed me.
You know what, dude?
He made up all kinds of nonsense and lies, and to fight it, who are you gonna fight? It's all the good old boy system. Who are you gonna fight? Who are you gonna send it to?
Yeah.
So I mean, I found a way, and I'm waiting, but I just have to go and let them try to push me back into the military, and then I can file all the charges that are coming.
Dude, it's funny you say this, right? And when you say
And they
these
did
things,
it to themselves because
Yeah.
I was willing to just leave.
Yeah. But
All you have to do-
you're right.
Give me my medical. I'll get out of your way. Leave
Yeah.
me alone.
Yeah.
Instead, you tried to play fuck games and screw me over. Now I'm going to expose everybody. I'm going to expose everything. I have all the emails. I have all the text messages. I have all the paperwork. I have everybody's connections.
Yeah.
I have it all.
Dude, it just seems like it's a human flaw, right? Because even you're telling this story right now, bro, and I have to think to
Pride.
myself, like I say, like the Jazel days, right? And how, again, not to talk about Jazel, but when he was the mayor, dude, his admin was paying half her salary back to him, right? And I say to myself, what level of corruption is that? Right? And it's back to what you're saying. Like he hired people that he could extort and keep within that club. Because most people, to your point, Boomer, if I'm coming to you and I'm saying, hey man, I'm gonna cut your pay because I'm gonna go do this, you're telling me, go fuck yourself, dude. No, you're not. In this case, he's like, hey, I'm gonna hire you and you're gonna pay me back half your salary. Like, dude, and I'm just saying to myself, if he thought that was okay, and again, I'm not talking about like him specifically. I'm just talking about the situation.
You're looking at it as the way it was presented, right?
Yeah.
Like he's the enemy. Here's the thing: if Paradise is making $20,000 as a para a year, right?
Okay.
That's reality. That's what they were making. They were making pennies.
My grandmother actually was one at
making pennies, right?
Yeah.
Paras are making pennies, $19 an hour maybe.
Jeez.
I think they get like a raise now.
Yeah.
Let's be real. And then it's summers off. They're not getting paid for summers. All this other stuff, right? Now you tell this person, hey, you know what? I'll help you out. I'm gonna put it through in the budget where I'll give you $100,000 a year. You give me 50 back.
Mm-hmm.
You just got a $25,000 raise. You're excited. That's a co-deal, right? Jeez. Is it right? Absolutely not. But it's not made out to be like where he was this mobster doing this stuff.
No, but
do I think it's right? No, I think he's an asshole for what he did. I think he's completely wrong for what he did.
If you're thinking that way, like this, this is what we know about, right? Like if we know about this, and I say to myself, this is again, it's a big thing, but it's a small thing, right? And if he's doing this, and again, I hate to just be picking on him because I'm not picking on him. I know the guy is like in a situation, and I'm not talking, but I'm just saying like this is the mindset that
the situation he put himself in.
That is, but yes, exactly. But this is this is our government, dude. This is what's happening. These are the things that are happening in our local government, right? Imagine like the grand scale of
where's
all
the
this,
money
dude.
going for all the positions that he doesn't have filled because he lost them all? Everybody left him.
Dude, where's the $30 million?
Where's $30+ million?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Where's the $30 million?
They're gonna blow through that like nothing because they
That's
know
crazy,
this is their
dude.
last chance to get their hands on it.
That's crazy, dude.
So now watch all the companies. Look at all the donors on their list, right? Of who donated to them and all these people. Watch the companies that all get the jobs. $30 million. We're gonna funnel it to these companies. These companies funnel it back to us. It's just a money. It's just a money move. That's all it is.
And meanwhile, the streets are like ridiculous. Like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
They're not going to be driving on them much
dude,
longer.
the snow plowing, like the snow removal is just absolutely just. Dude, I purposely drove by some of the old nursing homes, the old assisted living places to see. Dude, and none of the snow was shoveled. Like nobody's doing anything. Like and for some reason, I don't know who said it's okay. But have you noticed like just random trash throughout the city, like on corners?
Everywhere.
Like if you go up like Hamlet Street, like Hamlet and East Main Street, right? Like for some reason, every week there's a bunch of like trash, and I don't mean like trash bags. I mean like car seats and like ridiculous random stuff, like just popping up all over the place. Why is that happening? Like I don't.
Like the guy they just got with all like 40 mattresses dumped in the
did you see that, dude?
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
These people have been doing this all the time.
Yeah.
The owners that hire these guys, they know what they're doing. They're the ones who sent them there.
Yeah.
They know. They should not just be fined. They should be jailed.
Yeah.
They should lose the properties that those came from.
Yeah.
You should absolutely eminent domain. You are not a trustworthy landlord.
Even the
period.
graffiti. Like I saw that text.
There's gotta be a way.
Jared
Find a way.
sent that text to Ann there. Ann from what his name is. Ann from the Coogan administration. O'Neill. And he sent her. It was so funny. Jessica Michelle was like, I just seen her down at. I just seen her smoking a pack of cigarettes somewhere. That was so funny.
At the casino.
Yeah. But her reply.
The one in Tiverton that they didn't want here in Fall River.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're in Tiverton at the
They're
casino.
in Tiverton smoking cigarettes.
Dumbasses.
But the argument was, Jared's like, hey, there was graffiti here. I guess there was a bunch of graffiti throughout the city. Yep. And her reply is, oh, we were made aware of it and we're going to take care of it right now. And then meanwhile, I look and it's Peter Griffin. You see Peter Griffin? Like he shows up at Cosmopolitan and he's cleaning it like on his own, like just showing up and getting rid of the graffiti. So I say to myself, don't we have entities in place that respond to that stuff?
We have a machine that removes it.
Why not immediately? Like, what are we waiting for? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the like? Don't you have people ready on the go to remove this shit? Nope. Like, where are these people?
No, they're understaffed. I'll tell you right now, DCM's understaffed, and the people that are in charge of DCM are the corrupt ones, right? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna stay understaffed because nobody wants to work for these people. Dude, he lost half his administration. They all left him because of the corrupt. They don't want to be involved. Yeah, they know how bad it is.
And you know what Fall River is? Don't look up. Because I walk around a lot.
Yes.
And if you look, don't look up. Because if you look up, the awnings on these buildings, like if you walk down South Main Street, they're all hanging there.
Bricks
like
coming off the buildings.
It's crazy. Like, dude, you take your own life.
We used to ride our bikes around the streets and everything else, up and down the Flint.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Dude, I remember I bought a go-kart once, a gas go-kart, and I had just fixed the brakes on it, and I took it for a ride, and a cop saw me, and he took it. Dude, today, dude, everybody's driving around in four-wheelers and dirt bikes and
what's those things in the summer summertime, those slingshot things,
Yeah.
you know, those little
Yeah.
two-seater things.
Yeah, and then that's what you see everywhere.
At least
And
that's a legal bike.
so my point in saying that is broken window theory. Right? Here we go back to that. We talked about it when you were running your campaign, and now New Bedford just announced that they're implementing this. They have an app that they implemented, and it's the broken glass. So if you see a broken
You know what
window,
they're also cracking down on?
what's that?
Welfare fraud, Section 8 fraud,
Thank God they should.
drug dealing in apartments, eminent domain, taking those houses. Like New Bedford is doing it.
That's
They're
what-
doing it.
Yes, it's
They're
what we should
cleaning
be
up
doing.
their streets. You know where all those people are going to come? To the place that has zero accountability,
100%,
zero consequences.
100%. It's like the roles have been reversed. You know what I mean? Like
Nothing's gonna happen here.
even watching the tree lighting ceremony for New Bedford, I watched it, dude.
Did you see
I'm
ours?
like, wow, how nice is that?
Pride.
Like it was beautiful, dude.
Pride
It was
matters.
done right. It wasn't in front of some right. It wasn't in front
But
of
here's
some.
the thing: they spent the money to do it right.
They did. They
We
did.
spend the money to do it right. They can't steal it and give it to each other.
Man,
All they care about here is taking more money. Never. When have they ever come in and said, "You know what? We have a plan to save the taxpayers' money"?
it's so hard.
When have they
dude.
ever said that?
It's so hard, bro.
They don't have that. They have no plan. They have
I know,
no idea.
I know, but I
The-
struggle with it, dude.
Where's this man's plan that
Dude,
he said he
imagine-
had? Oh wait, well, I have a plan. My administration has a plan. Well, where is it?
Dude, imagine
You said you had it.
Dude, joining public service and then not doing the public service. Like I don't. That's the part I struggle with,
personal
bro.
service. They're
It's
serving
personal
themselves.
service, dude.
Yeah.
Like you don't give a fuck about anybody.
They
like
don't.
you really, really don't. And
They
dude,
truly don't.
they will lie about everything right to your face, dude. I had him sitting in my studio.
if enough
dude,
of them
and
do
they
it-
just lie to you, dude. And they
Yes.
lie with impunity, dude. There is no
Yes.
like you
No
can't
accountability.
No accountability.
You
dude.
lied right
Yes.
here. You said this.
Yes.
You should be removed from your job immediately.
Yes, dude.
You know what that takes? That takes a recall. That takes this. That takes that. People are tired of it.
Yes.
They're tired of it. How many
Right.
mayors are we going to recall?
Right.
We're
Dude,
tired of that,
dude,
right?
and even the city council meetings, like you watch those,
At
and
this
it's
point,
dude, they're brutal.
they
They're
deserve
brutal.
it.
They're brutal because with Joe there, and nobody can say anything. Like
pathetic
people
human
sit
being,
down, they try to, and they're like, and then he's like, "Oh, your time is up." He's like, "Well, let her finish. She's making a point." And dude, nobody's in a rush here. Like nobody's running out the
nobody
door.
else speaking.
There's nobody else speaking.
Let her
Nobody's
talk.
waiting. Let the woman talk.
They
Let
don't
her
want
make her
that
point.
because they don't want the truth
Yeah,
to get
man.
out.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Who
Dude,
are you to tell me? I pay you.
Dude, it's Rome.
Who are you to tell me how long I can talk to you?
Dude, it's Rome. It's Rome, bro. It's Rome.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. Well, I went to the city council meeting and I sat there and I watched and I'm saying to myself, my God.
Oh, look, they put water in the ice rink. Who go complain now about everything?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right.
You should have been putting water in the ice rink anyway.
Nobody should be taking credit for that. That's a no-brainer.
What are you taking credit for?
That's a no-brainer.
It's a freaking ice rink. It's the only thing it's used
the reason,
for.
because last year, wasn't it a guy from Westport that came or Tiverton?
filled it himself.
And filled it himself,
Yeah.
right? So that's why they're like, oh, we did it. Meanwhile, you can't get the lights on the bridge, right? And Viola's like, hey, I got more money. We're going to fix the bridge. We're going to Dude, are you kidding me?
They
Fix
got
the
more
fucking
money.
potholes.
We got more money.
Dude, and I don't care what anybody says. Whoever fixed the bridge, whoever did the concrete work on the bridge, they should be
Terrible.
shot. They should be
They
shot.
should be in prison.
Like,
for
I
fraud.
want to know who inspected that and
Fraud.
said that was okay.
Yep,
Because
fraud.
that costs millions upon millions of dollars, and that is fraud, bro. Like, and everybody drives over that every day,
Yep.
and everybody, you know what's funny? If I'm on my phone and I'm working and I have speakerphone on, like the person I'm on the phone with goes, "Oh, you're going over the Braga Bridge?"
Yep.
Dude,
They know.
Everybody knows.
They know.
They know when you're going over the Braga Bridge, and like
Terrible.
somehow we're okay with that, dude. Dude, I don't want to be a dick, but.
Oh, I do.
So the Route 79 project, right? Dude, could you put any more lights down there? Like who
Every 10 feet.
Who sold us the lights? 5 feet. Dude, it's
yeah.
literally every 5 feet. Who sold
How
us those
much-
lights?
Yes.
Because I want to know the company because I want to invest in that company.
And if you look, those lights literally just direct straight down.
Straight down.
They don't even open
Straight
up
down.
to like show
And-
lighting.
And the worst part is that
terrible. Terrible fixtures.
It's kind of like what they do with the cars there. You know when they did the cars, they did the LED lights and then they have regular fluorescent lights with the regular LED lights.
Oh, that shit blinds me.
They're different colors.
hate
Yes.
driving.
Dude, it's if you look at it,
Like I can't see.
you don't
Yes.
even know which way you're going
I feel
because
like
everything's in your
aliens,
face.
like,
Right?
standing in front
Yeah,
of me, and
right.
I'm
It's
doing
terrible.
that
It's
shit. I'm
terrible.
like,
yes,
Terrible.
blinded. And then that whole and it looks. I hate to be that guy, but it doesn't look good. It looks terrible, and I don't want to be.
It looks cluttered. It
yes.
doesn't look good. It doesn't
looks
look functional
forced.
at all.
It
Yes.
looks forced. That
Well, they
looks
want
forced.
to hurry up
Yes.
so they can sell it.
Man.
They got to get to a certain phase to sell it. They know. They're rushing it to get it done.
bums me out.
This is
For
the
greed.
This is the millionaires Sim City right here.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, true that. And look, and so now, so the first step was higher taxes, more higher property taxes, and then what's the next one, right? Like, what's the next thing they're going to pull on us, right? And everybody's going to be like, oh, this sucks. Well, it sucks, but we're just going to do this over and over again. At what point? Like, you know what, Boomer?
You know what people already forgot, Bobby? They just increased. They voted to increase your taxes
Yeah.
November. They just increased your taxes again now.
Jeez, man.
Diamond's about to come online. They're going to increase it again.
Again.
You're going to pay, and then you know what they're going to do next year before the fiscal year's over? They're going to increase it again. Your taxes don't go up 2.5%. They don't go up one time a year.
People leave. Then that's when people
They're
start moving
going
out.
to increase your taxes 3 more times. Wow, dude.
So
Pay
why?
attention.
Why would I stay? Like, why would I stay here? Right?
Because they don't. But here's the thing: they don't care if you stay because that they get more idiots. They get more controlled people.
They fill
more
the affordable housing.
They don't care.
Yeah. I was driving today and actually thought of that. I'm like, affordable housing. You know what? I get it that there are people that need.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I'm all for it to an extent. Absolutely.
But
We need it.
But it's forever, dude. It's not a temporary thing. It's affordable housing forever. And you never inspire people to want more in their lives and want better in their lives. And quite frankly, affordable housing is a great idea. But when I'm living there, right, and I'm trying to build a life for myself,
You can't make more money.
but my next door neighbor's a douchebag, right?
Yep.
Who's a scumbag. Now, how do I live here with my neighbors being scumbags, right? Like, it doesn't work for anybody.
But you want to know how they keep you there and they keep you under their thumb? You make $1,000 a month.
Yep.
Your rent is $975. You make $1,010. Your rent is now $985. You don't get to make the extra money.
it's the design.
If your money goes up $30, your rent goes up $30.
So what is that, dude? That's design. That is design,
keeps
bro.
you
Absolutely.
keeps you
Right?
under their thumb
Right.
and paying the government.
Yes. And if you're not doing it, you're working under the table.
That is
Cash
fraud.
money.
That is fraud.
100%.
You have zero right to see how much money. You
Yes.
want me to get ahead? Why are you increasing my cost based on what I just made
Yes.
to get ahead?
Right.
That is now my extra money to save
Right.
to get out of this life.
Yes.
No. We're going to take that. You stay in this life. That's what they do. That's what housing does.
Their life is.
It's a
they
fraud.
Want, they want
it's
lifers.
all a big
Yeah.
fraud.
They want you in forever.
Yes.
They want you in forever.
You cannot make a dime more or they're taking
Dude,
it.
I hope people hear this, and I hope people are receptive to it, and I hope people realize.
Well, they're gonna because the way the new shows are going and the way the marketing
absolutely.
scheme's gonna go and everything else.
Yeah.
People will pay attention.
Yeah.
Just so anybody does know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
is,
let's talk about it.
Myself and Bobby, so I owned Eric B Media, EBM Studios, did all the marketing through there, did all the marketing with the military, all that stuff. So I have that experience. So what we're doing is we're going to bring your business here.
Yep.
We want you to advertise here. The shows are going to be real talk, real life. We're going to have obviously business owners and entrepreneurs, all kinds of
New
stuff. Right?
shows.
New shows every week.
Yep.
So what's going to happen is your business is going to be the like business, right? Reach out to me. I'll obviously go over it and costs and all that stuff. Where you got people going out and paying $3,000 a month for WSAR for people that aren't even clients,
Right.
that are never going to buy from you. Just stop. Stop wasting your money. Stop throwing it away. Fun 107. No, anybody here listen to the radio? Listen to regular radio?
Nobody.
Spotify, Pandora, right?
Yes.
All that stuff, right?
Yep.
You listen to that. You listen to talk shows.
They
You
listen to the Bobby Couto show.
Podcast. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing, right?
Yep.
Let's be real. It's outdated. It's not going anywhere. Stop it. Stop wasting your money. You're talking people charging $500 a month to put a logo on the bottom of their website for a month at a time. That's $6,000 a year.
Yep. For nothing.
Stop
For
it.
nothing.
Stop it. You're
Right.
not getting it, and you're sharing that spot with everybody else unless you pay more,
Right.
right? Because now you get the special treatment. One cost, one price. We come out, we shoot the commercial, we pay for the commercial. You own the commercial. We don't keep it. We let you share it wherever you want, do whatever you want with it, put it on TV. Who cares?
Yep.
We don't control it. But what we will do is we will target your audience for your business.
Yep.
You know, brew house, right? I love the brew house. It's one of my new favorite spots. You know, the owners are fantastic. I'm glad that I was brought onto it because I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't do that stuff, right? So for me to be brought there, it took an event.
Yeah, right.
And that event was great, and it just happened to be through the show.
Yes.
So I'm
those.
just speaking on them because I can talk from experience firsthand, right? These are people I just met. They're not friends. They're not people I'm just trying to take care of. They come in, you advertise, you are the only restaurant that's going to be advertised for that portion.
Yep.
You have sole control, right?
Yep.
So your advertisement cover, that cost is because it's designated for you. We're out looking out for you. So we're going to do a lot of that.
Sure.
If your company's struggling, if your company's doing great, if you're looking to grow, you're looking to expand, you have multiple businesses, all of them get included in that same deal. We don't rip you off and charge you more money for each one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going to help advertise all of it. So we want to help our city do better. any businesses do better, entrepreneurs do better.
Yeah. Dude,
real
and
estate
and
agents,
that's
whatever
what-
it may be.
Dude, and that's
We're
nothing.
here to
You're,
help.
and you're going to be a part of something great because
Yeah.
it's not just advertising with the show. Because like we talked about,
We talk truth here.
You're going to be part of the show.
Yeah.
We talked about the charity
bring
portion
you
of
on.
it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever proceeds we make, that's going to be we're going to create a fund.
Yep, we're creating a
nonprofit.
fund so
We're
we
gonna-
can actually not have to worry about the end of the year where we're trying to struggle to help
Yep,
kids.
yep.
Part of your money that you bring in here is
Yep.
going to be donated. There's
Absolutely.
a percentage of everybody's
back to the
everybody's
community.
money is going back to our community,
Yep.
back to helping make sure that we take care of ourselves.
Yep.
You know, I know Jordan, talked a lot about how do we help ourselves. The business is going to do it.
Yep.
Think of it along those lines a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but essentially this is how you help your community. This is how
Absolutely.
you help your business all at the same time.
And awareness. Come
All
on
for
the show.
same cause.
Like we're gonna have come on the show.
Absolutely.
Be a part of the show. Talk
if you don't
about
come
your
on
business.
the show, you're missing out.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
one,
Yep.
people get to know you. They get to know
100%.
the real person behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
The real person that owns that business, and that's it. People want to know
Absolutely.
who they're supporting.
Yeah,
right?
where they're spending their money. Like I would rather,
Correct.
I would spend more money knowing that it's local and it's somebody that I'm
If
supporting.
I was a business
that
owner and I'm raising 6 kids,
right?
I would hope people would want to help me support my
100%,
kids,
dude.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
Things like that.
Yeah.
So
And then the live shows, we'll be doing the live shows
Yes.
at locations.
yes.
That's part
we
of the
will
promo.
come to your business and do a
Yep.
show there.
Yep.
Once, 6 times, we'll figure it out, right?
Yes.
If there's too many, obviously we can only do it once, but we will guarantee at least one show at your studio.
I'm so excited,
Which,
bro.
guess what? That comes with whose followers? Bobby's followers, Boomer's followers, everybody's followers, the show's followers. You're talking tens and hundreds of thousands of people in that week that are going to see the show, that are going to, hey, you know what? I could possibly be on the show, right?
And it's your audience. It's
your
local.
audience.
It's your audience.
If
yes.
you don't, what Marco say, right? This is the
Yes.
best night we've ever had, right?
Yes.
Was it Marco, Nick? I'm
Yeah,
not- I
Marco.
forget
Yeah,
which one.
Marco Andre
The be-
with
we-
social
we've never,
with the
we've
social
never
table
sold out
event.
like this,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what we do. We want to breed success for your business. So if you're looking to advertise, stop wasting your money throwing it away on the newspaper and the AM radio station that only 12 elderly people listen to. Stop. Stop.
So
You're-
how do people get
you're not
hold of you,
getting
Boomer?
anywhere. You can call me, 774-930-9211. You can message me on Facebook.
Yep.
Yo,
Reach out to me as well,
that's it.
thebobbycudoshow.com.
Send bird signals, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
Drop a note off at the door. I got a cardinal that tries to break in my house every day. If you put a note on him, I guarantee he'll get it to me. That thing is crazy every day.
Dude.
My car, everything.
Is it the reflection? Because they say sometimes they see
No.
their reflection in the glass.
No,
Just
I
watching.
didn't clean those outside windows. It's wintertime, man. It's cold. I ain't washing no windows. And the screen, you can't see anything. But he just,
Dude, I'm
and
excited,
it's only
bro.
that one window.
I'm excited. I'm
But-
glad we waited. I'm
but
glad
yeah,
because
definitely
we're
come
doing it
on.
right. Like you know what, guys, the advertising opportunity has always been there. It's been there for a while.
Correct.
But I purposely have told you, dude,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this until I know we're 100%.
We are at that point.
Yes, Studio.
We are at that
yes,
point.
we are at
It
that
is
point.
real.
It's LLC. Studio B is LLC. We are 100%
And the
ready
show
to go.
is not all about politics and all this other
No,
stuff. That's
man.
not what we're doing here. Today, obviously, we get there because this is the realities of what's going on in your
Sure,
city, and we
sure.
want to make sure you're aware, right?
Yep.
But we're gonna have sports shows. We're gonna have you name it. It's
Yeah,
there,
men's health
right?
shows, like
health
therapy,
shows,
like
women's
everything.
health,
Yes,
men's health,
yes,
therapy,
yes.
all these things.
Yes.
Food shows, bring in your dish, right?
Yep.
Well, if you're coming here from a restaurant and you're advertising, you don't bring us food to try and tell the people about.
Right.
Listen, you might not like my review,
Absolutely.
but you better bring me food.
We got a
'Cause then
couple-
You
I
already
have-
got a bad review right off the rip.
I
No,
have
I'm
some
kidding.
dispensaries lined up that are going to be coming in.
I don't
so-
understand these dispensaries that just they're so afraid to advertise. It's like, listen, there's regulations and rules behind it. Yes,
Yeah.
we know that. Every one of them that's doing it themselves is actually violating the regulations.
Yeah,
If
right,
they
right,
read their
right,
own
right,
regulations.
right.
They're actually in violation.
Come on the show. Bring
I know
some
how to do
products
it.
in. Let's talk about it.
personally work in the cannabis
I know how to do it.
So I
Yeah.
know how this shit. So like with the CCC and stuff like that, because like
Yeah.
we have a website at our like every dispensary does.
Of course.
I work at one in New Bedford, so let's say we're running like a sale.
Notice she
or
said New
something.
Bedford, right?
New Bedford.
Yeah. Because I used to work at Cosmos and they're corrupt as fuck over there. So
That's
Sorry, Will.
That's
sorry, Will, but
that's funny because
I think every
they don't follow
business has it.
CCC the way that they should. Like when I worked
Yeah.
at Cosmos, I did not have a login, so it was saying that I was a different person distributing the product.
Sure,
That's
sure.
a problem.
Yeah, but
need
if-
to know, they need to know who's selling what,
Yeah.
how much is.
It's got to be tracked. It's
It's
very
gotta be tracked.
controlled.
Case product is going missing, and
Right,
every
right, right,
single
right.
thing is logged in.
Yeah, but was that a? We'll get into that. But
Yeah,
was that a glitch system? Was
No,
it
like-
couldn't add system? Was it the system broken? Was there
No, so the
were there a lot of
government just
issues?
needs to keep track of everything because like it's
I get
recreational,
everything product. Yeah, I get it.
So like at every register, there are cameras on you. They are
Sure,
watching
as there should be.
every single thing that you're doing, what products you're picking up. They're making sure that you're scanning.
Reminds me of Wesley Snipes.
The tags.
There's cameras on everything. No clothes at the register.
The dispensary is just so nitpicky.
Yeah.
They have to be,
way
though.
different than going to a fucking
Right, but it's the regulations.
They
They
have
don't
to
want to.
be.
Yeah, they
The
don't want
regulations
to.
are very strict.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have
So
to.
like
Yeah.
online, we cannot like say that we're running a promotion.
Right, but you could come in. You could come in here, but you could come in here
I
and talk about your
understand that.
products.
But you can do that on you can do that on a podcast.
Podcast, yes.
You can do.
Way different.
So
Like, I'm an
the
employee,
advertising
I'm not a
is
boomer,
done.
so
Right.
I
Yes.
can definitely do that for my job,
Correct.
for
So the
sure.
advertising is done based on product, strict product,
Yeah.
addresses, where it is, things like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The promotion comes from the shows. The promotion comes from
Or
the
like the
face to face.
growers or something like that,
Exactly.
yes.
We understand that. These other guys don't do that. These other guys don't know that, and that's why all these people are afraid of it. So these people that are advertising right now, they're actually violating the regulation because they're not doing it right. You're supposed to have at least 3 of the 7 regulations posted at all times on the show when you're doing it. So you need a green screen, right? These are, you need it going across the bottom. You need that posted at all times when you're promoting them.
Yeah.
People don't know that, right? This is the research that I do.
Right.
This is why I market. This is how I do things. This is why I was successful, right? And this is why your business will be successful. You're in the best hands. You're in the hands of somebody who wants to see you succeed.
Yep.
Because if you succeed, we succeed.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
It just makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
It's not about like, I can't just sit there and raise your taxes and have to take from you and I don't care if you succeed. That's what the mayor does, right? That's
Sure.
what the city council does. We succeed. This business succeeds. Our podcast succeeds, right?
Yep.
Our reach succeeds. Our growth succeeds and exceeds based on how good we do. It's in your best interest to promote yourself with the only people in the business that are going to make sure that you're successful because your success is directly correlates to
100%. The show's called the Bobby Couto Show. I don't hide from this. This is it's my reputation. 100%.
There's no boomer.
It's our
There's no
reputation.
boomer involved. I'm just here, right?
Right.
There's no boomer show. There's no Bobby and Boom. I don't care about recognition. I
Yes.
don't care about any of that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
This is Bobby's show.
Yep.
I'm literally selling out my own studio because I believe in what Bobby's doing.
Thank you, brother.
I see the work behind the scenes. I see what he's doing. I see what he's capable of. I saw firsthand. He didn't meet me until the first time he met me.
Yeah.
Like we're great friends now.
Yeah.
But the first time Bobby met me, he could have hated me. He didn't because I'm booming. But I'm just saying.
Fell in love.
Right? Like it's definitely the hair.
It's the hair.
Um,
and now with the
hair's
beard,
not mine.
I've been like
It's the
drooling.
hair
to
on my
get the- to
face.
get the-
yes,
yeah, it's the
right?
beard.
You
It's the
want to
beard.
touch it. You
I
know you
do. I do.
It's got the red. It's got the gray. It's got everything. Right? It's a little bit of everything. Right? It's like tinsel on a tree. It's fantastic.
I've never seen you with so much hair, bro.
I know it's terrible. It's mostly just lazy, and I don't want to deal with a razor burn right now. I used to shave every day for 19 years. I'm
right.
tired of it. Right?
I like a beard, dude. I always have a beard.
And my disdain for the Army National Guard right now. This is like my.
There you go.
I don't care, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to represent you right now.
Yeah.
So, but the reality is, like Bobby met me that first time. He wanted to interview me and find out the truth, and that's what he did to everybody. He didn't go and meet anybody, and I saw that afterwards. Obviously, I believe he will always present the best product, the best truth. He'll do it the right way, and there's no bias involved. And that for me is very hard to come by in this business, right?
Thank you, man.
People promoting all the freaking fraud and the nonsense and the clickbait stuff. Bobby doesn't do that, and that's why I'm here. So aside from that, obviously I love sales, which is why I am the real estate agent. So if you're looking for real estate, you're going to contact Boomer at 774-930-9211 or message me or send the pigeon, like I said. I did move to Homebound Realty. I'm very excited about this new move, myself and Courtney. Courtney Fernandez is my partner, my go-to. She deals with all the processing and keeps me in line on dates and stuff. For me, I'm the person, right? Like I want.
You're the face.
I want to come and be like, Bobby, nope, we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do it. And I'll set all that up, right? Courtney's gonna be like, hey, you said you were gonna do this. You need to do it this. Send me the paperwork so I can get all this stuff. She keeps me in line, right?
Yeah.
So my goals are here. Courtney keeps me focused so I can get up here to get to those goals, right? I'm already here.
Yep.
She pushes me and funnels me so I can get to here.
Right.
She does that keep me in line stuff.
Right.
So she's fantastic. Best business partner.
Good for you,
I've
bro. I'm
ever
happy to
had,
hear that,
for
man.
sure.
I'm happy to hear that.
So
Growth.
it's a great thing. If you're looking to become an agent, I highly recommend you come and visit us. I was very impressed with the owners there, and I'm excited to start this new journey for sure.
Excellent.
But the marketing here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find anything better. You're not gonna find people more involved. You call up and you're like, hey, listen, I got this deal going on this week. Can you guys change that?
100%.
We're on it. Jody's on it, right?
Yep.
We're on it. It's at no extra cost.
Yep.
What you pay for that year covers you for that year.
Yep.
And there's one exclusive, obviously, that we add to where we're willing to wrap a vehicle, 2 vehicles for 2 businesses. So you would be the exclusive sponsor for that show, and you'd be the only business like yours with that sponsorship. So it's a big deal. It's a little bit more expensive, but you know what? Nobody's promoting you more than we are.
Right, 100%.
How many miles a week do you drive in your truck?
6,000. I'm averaging 6,000 a month.
A month
right
6,000
now.
a month.
That's what I'm averaging right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jody, math, what's that a year?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm more of an English person.
Okay.
Wait, how much?
6 times 12.
6 times 12. I'm good. I'm bad at that.
It's okay. It's all right. I still love you, buddy. Even though...
He's close.
Close. Keep going.
No, 112.
6 times 10 is 60.
Keep going.
Then 6 times 2 is 12.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm fried right
This
now.
is great. I like this.
So, 72,000 miles of driving all over the state. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you guys on the spot. I just wanted to include you.
Please do. Please
but
do.
I want you guys to start paying attention to these things because these are important things for what you do too, right?
Right, 100%.
You're part of the show. You're going to deal with the marketing. You're going to deal with the advertising. You can deal with the stuff. I want you to know when you're talking to clients and potential businesses, hey, listen, this company gets this at this, you know? And these are things, this is part of that point of pay it forward, right? Help the next one in line.
Absolutely.
I don't want to work forever. I love being home with my kids, coaching my kids, yelling at my kids. I love that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to work forever. I want this next generation to pay attention to this stuff. And these are the things that I want to teach and I can pass on and that I've done forever.
Dude, I'm excited, bro. I can't wait.
You're going to have more exposure for your business that's actual real business. It's not these bots and these fake accounts and all this other nonsense like these other places, right? And I'm not trying to dog anybody here local. I'm just saying, like, that's what Facebook does. That's what social media does. That's what, I got word of mouth. Oh, I can share the post myself. I got 5,000 followers. You have 5,000 pretend followers. They're not following you. They're just there. They accepted a friend request one day. They grew their page and that's it. They don't even see your content because you're not even in an algorithm for that.
Right.
We focus that content. We focus and target the areas that are local to get to your business. You don't have bots in California and all over the country in Zimbabwe and Somalia coming to steal your daycare money. Right? We don't have that. You're getting real people, real results.
Absolutely.
Real customers.
Dude, and not to mention the amount of events that we do throughout the course of the year. You know what I mean? The 4th of July parade in Bristol, like all of these events that we actually participate in, that's all advertising opportunities. You come with us. Like everybody comes with us. You know what I mean?
And the vehicle, you guys that do the vehicle wrap, that vehicle wrap is your business, not ours.
100%.
I don't care.
Yes.
So everywhere we
Dude, I
go
can't
with
wait.
our equipment,
I'm excited.
we're representing. We're bringing.
I'm excited.
You. So we're bringing you with us.
So listen, we're almost like a little over 2 hours. I just have a quick question for you because the audience wants to know. And the question is, Boomer, will you be running for office again?
As of right now, yes, because I don't see any viable people that can do what I can do. As of right now, I will be running because it's the same faces, right? We know the same faces are coming forward. We know the same ones are going to do it. We know they're already, you can see the push, right? You can see their social media pushes and their showing up pushes.
Dude,
and
if Coogan, so not to cut you up, but if Coogan's not going to run, who's it going to be? Do you have an idea who it might be?
Yep.
You do?
I do.
Can you tell us?
It's going to be me.
Well,
Jody Jo.
The people that I think are going to run.
Jody Jo, yeah.
I think you're going to get your Cliff. I think you're going to get your Joe Camara. I think Joe Camara was their push for their face, but him losing the president seat, which thank God, definitely put a damper on their plans because I believe Coogan was. I still don't believe Coogan's going to finish his term.
Really?
I don't.
Okay.
I believe he's getting set up to be out of there and done. I think he just needed to get in so they can get the next face. Whoever WSAR starts pushing as this great guy and this person.
So here's my question.
That's
I guess my question is this.
But here's the thing. All they got to do is flood the pool.
Yes.
And then you have a prelim.
Yeah.
And then the top 2 of them get the same voters, the same people, right?
Right.
And here you go. Now you just flooded it. And now no matter who gets in, they win. And that's why you need to go out and vote for the one person who's not part of their crowd. And that's me. I'm the only one. I'm the only one that's voted against them every time. I stood up against them, called them out every time. I'm the only one who didn't vote for their budgets, even after talking all the shit about voting against their budgets.
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
Wow, dude, I didn't even think of that.
There's nobody else.
Imagine if it was Boomer and Cliff. Like that's the
and
ticket.
I'll tell you right now, I personally have nothing against Cliff. I like Cliff. I think he's a great guy.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too. Me
I
too.
think he's intelligent. I think he's a
Yep.
great businessman.
Yep.
I think he's 110% smarter than I'll ever be. Right? No problem
That's
with
very
that.
gracious of you.
But the bottom line is he voted for the same things that we have. He's been there. He's been part of it. He could have stopped it. He could have fought harder to fight against it. He could have pushed the people to do that. Instead, he talked about it, but he voted for it, right? So that you're running for a position that you said wasn't a real position. You're running for a position that you're now saying the city doesn't need. You want it to be
Abolish
a manager.
it.
So you're telling me that the mayor position to you is a fraud position that you don't really want.
Yeah.
Why run for it, right? I don't believe we need a city manager. I believe we need a mayor, but we need a freaking honest mayor and accountability for all of our politicians. That's the reality. So we disagree on that, right?
Yeah.
And again, I think he's a great person. I think he's intelligent. I like the guy inside and out. Very friendly, very user friendly, always very helpful.
Yeah.
I have nothing personal against him. There would be no argument of like, oh,
Right. The
what's he
transfer.
going to do?
Yeah, right.
I don't have to do that, right?
That's a hard. Yeah,
we
that's
know
a, that's
Coogan's a
hard one.
corrupt and
Yes.
useless person,
Yeah,
right?
right?
We know that
right.
he's
It
a
would be an
fraud.
interesting debate. I think
Cliff's
it
not
would
a
be.
fraud
Yeah,
of a
it would
person.
be a debate of information as opposed to a debate of character, right? That's
Correct.
Is that fair?
And honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think either of us is a bad character.
No, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
So it
sure some
wouldn't-
people don't like me because they're girlfriends from 1986.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be that. It
I don't
wouldn't
care about those
yeah,
people.
It wouldn't
right?
be that. It wouldn't
No,
be that. It wouldn't be like what it was
I
with
would
Coogan.
never attack Cliff on that, right?
Yeah.
I would never attack him at all. But the facts are the facts. For how many years have
True.
you
No,
been
that's a
here
great point. That's
and
a
you
really great
voted
point.
in favor of all
That's
of
a great point.
Yes, you did help remove people and stand up to people when the time came,
Yeah.
but you still pushed the policies that got us to the debt that we're at.
True that.
You're still pushing the policies and the budgets and the tax increases that got us where we're at. You can't fix a problem that you've been part of.
Right.
You can't take credit for fixing a problem that you helped create, right? And for that, it sucks, right? And again, I like the guy, him,
Yep.
Kadeem, Chris.
Yeah.
We'll see how Kaniel does. I'm still on the fence with where he sides. We'll see. I like him as a person so far,
Right.
but we'll see.
Right.
Power and money do a lot of things, right? But there's some people that I just can't stand, and that shouldn't be there.
Right.
And there are some people that I think, hey, you still voted for it. I still like you as a person. I think it's bullshit that you voted for that, and I bullshit that you didn't figure that part out and get ahead of it.
Right.
And you waited till the last minute and grandstanded. You're grandstanding to make a point,
Yeah.
but you're still voting for it.
Right.
So what did you accomplish?
True. No, it's
You
good.
know?
I mean, it's a great
So
point. Those are great points.
Those are the things that suck, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to say this stuff, right? And it's no dig at Cliff. Like I said, I love Cliff. I think he's a great person.
No, of course. This has nothing
great
to do.
businessman.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with character because he's a great guy.
He's a great
yes,
person. I think he
absolutely.
means well.
Yep.
He does a lot for the community.
Yep.
He's everybody that works for him, is successful. He's an awesome leader when it comes to that
Yes,
stuff, right?
yeah.
But so am I, right?
Sure.
Everybody that's worked with me has been a director's 54, has been the best of the best in the state, in the country, in the in anything that they touch.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do too, right? So building teams, leadership, doing those things.
So when does
I
it
got
start?
19 years in the military with leadership.
Yeah.
right?
So when does it start for you? When would it start? When would the campaigning start? Is it?
The campaign's always there, right? People ask me, like you're asking me now,
Yep.
campaign's here, right?
Yep.
But for me, I need to focus and get ahead and get my family ahead because of all the stuff with the personal life, with the ex-wife and that nonsense, the attorneys, the money, all that. I lost a lot of business running for the people, trying to help the people because I had to give it away because I didn't want to focus on that because all my focus was being mayor.
Dude, what would
was
you have done
protecting
different?
the people.
What would you have done different? If looking back on your campaign, if you could have changed one thing, do you think would have made a difference? What would that have been?
I think I would have started sooner, but I didn't decide sooner, right? It wasn't my intention to run. I wanted to see who was going to run,
Yeah.
and nobody was stepping up. And then people stepping up, it's like, really?
Do you
the
think that?
fakest
Yeah.
of the
Do you,
fake?
do you think
Like,
that convoluted
tells me that
everything, dude?
they
Like
put-
with Chris
Absolutely.
running and
Absolutely.
Carlos running. Do you think that all kind
Of course it did. Of course it did, because it takes the attention away of proving how mismanaged we are by Coogan.
Yeah.
The goal should have been the best of us, which I'll tell you right now was me. I don't care. Like
I agree.
I will say that.
No,
I'm
I
that
agree.
guy.
I agree. I voted for
and
you.
it's not because Chris is a bad
No,
person.
no, it's gonna do that. No.
Well, Carlos proved that he was a bad person, but that's his problem.
He bummed me out.
Yeah, that's his problem, right? Highest bidder kind of
Yep.
thing, right? And,
Yep.
and he took it personal, and his personal feelings in the way. And it's like, dude, you've never voted.
Right.
And when you registered to vote last year as a Democrat, and now all of a sudden you're the Republican candidate.
Right.
You don't even know what Republicans stand for.
Right.
You've never done anything Republican.
Right.
You were hiding people and telling people how to beat ICE.
Right. But dude,
Republicans don't do that.
Yeah, but all that noise happened though. Like between
noise.
between
It's the noise.
the Chris, the Carlos, there was so much of that noise.
And what it did is it separated the people.
It did.
And it made it again, oh, more of this bullshit, more of this bullshit.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's too long, right? Even when you have a host of Channel 10 News telling the mayor, you really don't have any answers. You really don't know the numbers either. You don't know anything.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it
even that guy that just met him for 5 seconds knew that he was a fraud?
But do you think it was?
We all know.
If I run for mayor and I drop out, do you think it should be my obligation to endorse another candidate? Like, do you think it's fair for me to just be like, I quit and I'm not endorsing anybody and walk away? I mean,
well, here's the thing. Say, and I don't know how Chris feels. I don't know how he feels about me. I don't have any.
Well, he didn't endorse anybody, so
did he or didn't he? Did he do it behind the scenes? We don't know, right? We'll never know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If Christopher backed out and he firmly believed that nobody was worthy of his vote, nobody was worth the attention because he didn't like me for whatever reasons, he didn't like Coogan for whatever reasons, he's like, you know what? Screw everybody. I get it. Why vote for people? Why push people for just picking the lesser of two evils? I don't want that, right?
Sure.
I don't want that sympathy vote either. Or the devil you know, right?
Right,
The whole O'Regan nonsense, right? Here I am running I'm the president of this union, and all of a sudden I got my fake accounts and all targeting this stuff, and I'm backing this guy. And how's that working out for you? Because now you're about to lose everything that you guys fought for. And guess what? He still didn't give you anything.
Right.
So I'm glad you got what you voted for. Good job. And I'll call that out every day. I don't care. He can sit there and text message everybody and message people, whoever you want. You have my number, bro. Call away. This is who I am, right? This is a reality. So for me, I think Christopher was bitter at the situation, and he also went through a lot. So I think he was trying to protect himself.
Yep.
I don't think it was intentional that he was trying to hurt anybody. But if I believed that way, the way that I explained it, I wouldn't vote for anybody and push anybody either. But if I was voting for somebody, I would tell the people who I'm voting for and why, and then let them make their own decisions.
Sure.
He didn't do that, right? So I think that part could have been a little bit better, a little bit more, I guess.
So you think that he didn't because it was personal for him? Like it was personal.
And he had a right to take it personal.
Yeah.
And I do believe that he thinks that like I was part of some of that.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
All right.
Listen, the amount of information that I was given on every candidate, that's normal, right? That's the rhetoric, that's what goes on. I could have used it and did whatever I wanted. It's not who I am.
Right.
The only person that I wanted to target with the facts and with the bullshit was the mayor, because he's the one holding the gauntlet, holding the gavel
Sure.
that makes these decisions, that is screwing our city over and our taxpayers over and our kids over. He's the one. I have no desire to go attack Chris or go attack the Jordans or go attack Carlos. Carlos got attacked because his campaign team, those clowns that pretend that they're the Republican Party, and they are literally the rhinos, right? They are literally the ones dividing the party as a whole.
Yes.
I don't care if you're a Republican or
Splitting
Democrat.
the vote.
None of that mattered.
Right.
It wasn't about running as a Republican, independent.
Well, it's a bipartisan situation anyway.
It doesn't
you know
matter.
What I mean?
I represent the whole city.
Right.
My goal was to make the city better for me and my family.
Right,
what makes you
exactly.
think it's not you and your family?
Right.
Of course it is.
It's not a Democrat Republican thing.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I'm not running for president.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I'm a Republican based on my beliefs and my goals and my how I look at religion, how I look at abortion, how I look at the welfare system, those things, right?
Of course.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't change. Just because you're a Democrat doesn't make you a bad person.
Right.
If you're a Republican doesn't make you a great person, right? I have no good and bad in everything. For me, it's I would have definitely done it earlier. I would have liked to have sit with the other candidates and explain to them why we need to stick together and get behind me. Based on I've been here.
Yep.
I've been fighting these people for decades, right?
Yep.
For years.
Yep.
Especially these people.
Yep.
And I know the players. Chris was new to that. He didn't know the players. Didn't know how bad that they would get.
Right.
And I think if somebody would have guided him better, instead of using his popularity and using his following for their own personal gain, I think Christopher would have been a great asset to my team.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
And again, whatever people think about him personally, I don't
No,
know.
no, no,
I don't
right,
know him personally,
right,
so
right,
I don't
right.
know
But
the
he-
ins
but
and outs.
he is a
I don't know
connector.
why he backed out, what he
Yeah,
was
right,
afraid of. I
right,
don't know.
right.
Right? So, but there's things he brought to the table that could have benefited the people as a whole. We would have worked well together.
Yep.
Right? Carlos doesn't work with anybody. Carlos is out for Carlos.
Yeah, I think he just had a different intention altogether.
Yeah, Mike
he
Vandell,
was- yeah.
I mean, sad situation. Just
Yeah.
shouldn't have been there, right?
Yeah, poor guy.
Real poor guy, nice guy. I love the guy. I have no issues.
Chicken wings.
But he wouldn't have been anywhere, right? So that's the reality. We could have focused our attention on that instead of focusing on why. I agree with Boomer. Well, if everybody agrees with me, why the hell are you fighting and running against me?
Right.
That's just stupid, right? So that dragged it out, and Coogan didn't even have to show up to those things because they spent all their time fighting each other.
True.
Right? And trying to prove why we're better.
It's kind of like what they say about like a third party, right? People say, "Oh, third party," but third party just splits the vote. Like it doesn't help anybody, right?
Doesn't do anything.
And I think if people look at it that way, they realize it. But dude, we're gonna do this again, man. Like,
and
dude,
the people coming out to vote, I'll tell you what, if
dude, we found
the fraud, right?
Yes,
We know what we're looking at, right?
Yes. So
we
gotta
saw
get
what
the
we
vote.
saw. We don't have to argue it. We don't have to fight it.
Right.
We don't have to tell the world,
right?
Because it's not going to get anywhere. You're going to have the naysayers. You're going to have the people. We knew better. We knew it. We saw what happened. We know what they did. Now we know what to look for when they try it again, right? Now we know how to target it ahead of time and how to investigate ahead of time before they get to the ballots, right?
Sure.
We know what they're going to do. We know what their game is. Now we know, right? We game plan for that.
Right.
So I'm ready.
But I think it'll be a different.
I don't think the people that are going to run against them are ready for that.
Different. But I think it's going to be different
They'll
this
ask
time.
me, but I'm not going to tell them.
Yeah, because if it's not Coogan, unless it's some regime that will like the Coogan regime.
It'll be the Joe Camaras. It'll be the new face.
Yeah,
new face.
Yes, with the same people. With
new
the
face, same corruption.
Yes, and they'll do the same thing over
and that's
again.
what they do, right?
Right.
They'll grab the Laura Washingtons. They'll grab the Joe Camaras.
Yes.
They'll flood it, right?
Yes.
They're gonna flood the ballots to confuse people.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's what they do on city council. That's why I ran for mayor. Because when I ran for city council, you'll notice there was 30 people running, 20 people running.
Nah.
I didn't run for city council. Now you barely had enough.
Right.
Why is that? Because they didn't need to run 30 people to confuse people to keep me off the ballot. Wow. As a mayor, you can't do that because he would have been running against himself. Now that he's not running, they can throw 10 people there.
Yeah, right,
whatever top two,
whatever
the top two they get, they still win.
It's a win. Yeah, it's a win.
Pay attention. This is a game for these people. Yeah. You are a commodity. They don't care about your well-being. You're a commodity.
Yeah.
Get rid of them. State reps are being voted on this year, right? This is their election.
Yes.
Get rid of them.
I've got Manny Sylvia coming to the show next Thursday.
Every single one of them, get rid of them right now.
Yeah. You know Manny
They
Sylvia?
did not back you. Yes.
Yes. I got
If Manny wasn't
Thursday.
running, I'd be running against Mike Roderick right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't need all of Fall River to vote for that.
Right.
I just need the section of Fall River, then the West part.
Yeah, right.
If you look at my Republican state committee, I dominated those areas. Mike wouldn't touch me. But I gave my word to Manny that I would back him. So if Manny stays in the race and he does it and it's not me, we can hear you guys.
I'm here Thursday.
So if he stays in the race, I'm going to back him.
Yeah, right.
Is he going to win? I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm
going to let you know. I don't know. I don't know him. I met him a couple of
and
times.
that's why I'm not going to put a bias in your head either.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yep.
The problem is Mike Roderick is very well connected. How connected is Manny? How many voters are going to come out?
Let's see.
I know they came out for me. I know they'll come out for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have done. And that would have been my way to bring down the cabal here from the top. I don't care if Maura likes me or Warren likes. I don't care. They wouldn't have a say in what I do.
Right.
I would be able to fix Fall River from above, and that was the goal.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to do. But as far as I know, Manny is still running, and I'm not gonna go against that.
So I guess the short answer is yes, you're running.
Yes.
That's awesome, dude. I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to see it.
As of right now, that could change.
I'll tell you, I watched that inauguration.
I could hit $1 billion tomorrow and change my mind.
I was bummed out. I watched it, and I'm kind of like, oh man, it's more of the same. The flags were all fucked up on the stage.
There's
like
no pride
there was no
involved.
pride, dude. It's just I'm saying to myself, this is it. Like just it, and they're all up there and they're all smelling each other's farts, bro. And like you know what I mean? It's like what the hell, man? Like more of the same shit over and over again.
It's unfortunate.
But dude, change is on the horizon, and I believe in you, dude. And I think the people,
it's the only chance they get,
dude.
This is the last one.
Exactly. And I think people hopefully are looking back on why I should have showed up. I should have went and voted. I should have took a second.
You hope so.
Yeah. But you know what, dude? That's going to be my mission. My
another
mission
year
is to
from
vote.
now,
I'm
we'll
going to
see.
do the same thing, dude. I'm going to push the vote, whatever it takes. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Like whoever you're going to vote for, I don't care. Just show up to vote, man. Like
My team's goal is to focus on the fraud.
Yeah.
It's to focus on what they did, focus on those people, focus on the mail-in ballot, focus on all of the fraud that they did. And we're going to have people watching this time.
All right.
I didn't have a single poll worker. They never reached out to me. They reached out to the other person on the other side that was on his team. That was pushing for him.
Of course.
So they put all their people in the polls. No oversight, right? I assure you we will have oversight
all right.
this time.
Well, that's what we need to do.
So
like
if
again,
you
all
want to
the-
work with the campaign, start reaching out, start getting ready. Send us your name, email address. We'll get you on there. We're going to make sure that the fraud is exposed and it doesn't happen again. your vote will count this time.
Boomer, thank you so much for coming in today, bro.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it. I'm really excited, dude, to work and build this, dude. Like I know we've talked about it for a while, and you've been pushing me. It's time.
All you business owners, let's go.
It's time.
Now's your chance.
The time to do it. It's the beginning of the year. You know what? It's a great way to start now, advertising now, and you can gauge. Because I promise you, like, if you go see Nick over at the Brewhouse District, he's going to tell you, dude, he's never sold a place out, and we sold a place out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's the power
And that's
that
our
we
goal
have.
every week.
That's
That's
our
our goal
reach.
every day.
That's the goal every day, bro. So, dude, thank you so much for being here, brother. I really appreciate it. Jody Jo, what do you got, brother? What's going on?
Yeah, so this Saturday I will be in Brockton. I will be there shooting music videos. If you guys want to come through, there will be a show there that night too. You guys can come through, have some fun in Brockton. Yeah.
How can they get a hold of you, bro?
You can get a hold of me on Facebook at Jody Jo. You could get a hold of me on Instagram at JodyJo_official. TikTok, I believe, is JodyJo_official as well. But yeah, man, that's basically everything that's going on this week.
I love that you're working, bro. I see what you're doing, and it looks awesome, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank
it's amazing.
you.
It's amazing. Haley, what do you got? Anything?
I slaved my life away at the dispensary, but I love it there.
All right, so if somebody wanted to go buy some dispensary products, where would they go? How would they go see you?
I recommend going to Cannacraft Cannabis, 2121 Phillips Road in New Bedford, Mass.
All right.
We do a cash bag program, so every time you make a purchase, you're gonna get money in a point system.
Towards your next purchase.
So it's pretty nice. Some people get ounces for only 25 cents when they let their points rack up. So
Oh, wow.
I know somebody with $500 in points.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of marijuana.
Yeah, so
it's a lot of weed.
Definitely worth it. We do incentives for your first 5 visits there, which are really nice. We always have really good deals. We do $10 Tuesdays where we have a lot of products on sale for $10.
Nice.
Okay.
If you see me, make sure you leave some love in my tip jar.
There you go. I told you saw on the Bobby Couto show.
Peyton did ask me
to
if it was okay with Bobby to promote her show in February.
100%. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I
was going to come right back around to
My
you.
lovely daughter is producing her first cabaret in New York City.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Good for her.
And
That's
it's
amazing.
during February school vacation, so if you're looking for something cool to do, family stuff like that, I highly recommend you get tickets and do all that. Peyton will be hosting her first cabaret.
So what are the how much are the tickets?
Producing.
How do they get the tickets?
So live stream tickets are available as well. You can watch from home. You don't even have to go to New York.
Okay.
You can watch from home. So I will put those out in a minute.
Okay.
But it is February 20th at 9:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. And you can literally watch from your living room. It's Broadway's Breakup and Breakdowns.
Okay.
And that is hosted by my very own Peyton Amaral.
She's amazing.
My rock for sure. The Green Room 42 presents. And we will share the link on the site.
Yep.
As far as where to get tickets and do all that stuff.
Well, the Bobby Couto show is going to give away 2 tickets. So however we work that out, we'll give away 2 tickets. All right. We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the math and that and then how we'll
Support
work it out.
local art. Support she's come a long way.
Dude, it's amazing that she's working in New York, bro. That's amazing.
From a Durfee,
You just got back from New York,
an
didn't you?
abused Durfee kid to running Broadway, right?
Yeah, right. You just got back from there. Didn't you just go to New York to see her too?
She had a show. Another girl was producing, but Peyton performed in that show. It was the Christmas show.
Yeah.
Yep, she performed there. She's asked to perform everywhere.
That's
now.
amazing.
So she's definitely getting noticed. She's on the up. She's with a lot of a bunch of famous people now from like famous plays and famous movies and stuff now. So she's definitely she's in that realm.
Maybe we
she's
could
like,
bring.
Dad, I'm gonna be with this guy.
Maybe we
Peyton,
bring
you're
it.
there because you're just as good as them.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe we bring it to Fall River. Maybe she can do something here.
That's what I
maybe
want.
maybe we do it
That's
at
what
the
I
Eagle.
wanted.
Maybe we find a venue and we do this.
That was my
You know what I
goal,
mean?
right?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Almost like we had plans.
I'm all
for
about
this.
it. I love this.
want to join in and be a part of that.
Listen, talk to my daughter. Talk to my daughter.
There you go.
I can't. I have 10 years of.
There you go.
Talk to her. She's always got shows going on. She's always involved with theater going on.
Yeah.
She works with little people's theater,
Yeah.
theater rats or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
She works with a few of them, so she's
She has
always
an
in the
amazing
know.
voice too, dude. Yeah, she could sing. She could sing.
She just won second place for the $1,000 prize.
Oh, wow.
The guy that won is kind of he does the same stuff over and over. But I think because he's old enough and he goes there and drinks the money away. So I don't know. But I'm biased. But I know for a fact that I watched the performance and she kills it. She kills it.
Yeah.
But she does karaoke at the Tipsy. She does karaoke at Can Heat. So she's doing all these competitions.
It's amazing.
And she's awesome. She
Dude,
does
you
a
must
lot-
be so
it's a lot
proud,
of
dude,
Broadway.
right? It's just, it's one thing to
You
see
know what it
kids
is? I watched
thrive,
this
but to see
kid.
them thrive
I watched
like
this
that,
kid go
right?
through so much. All my kids did, right?
Yeah.
But this one in particular has, she dealt with the stuff at Durfee with the cover up and all the other stuff that happened, right?
Yeah.
She's dealt with, me and her mom's issues and everything. She doesn't have a relationship with her mom anymore because her mom, chose this life over her and didn't pay attention when she told her, what was really going on in this kind of person, how bad they were.
Yeah.
So she's lost more than most, right?
Sure.
My oldest daughter did too. Like she lost the only mom she knew. So, but
right.
this one, but she's dealt with other stuff on the background, and to come back from that and be as strong as she is and as confident as she is, and still come out and you know what, I'm going to be something, and still work a full-time job,
Determined.
and help with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm very, very proud of her.
Dude, she always has a smile on her face. I've never once,
even when she doesn't want to smile, I'll tell you,
she always has a smile.
She's the
on
hardest.
her face. Yeah.
She's a hard worker. All my kids are, but both my daughters are the hardest workers I've ever met. They definitely get that.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah,
for
we
real.
love her.
So Peyton, share the link with us. So we
I'll share it on the Bobby Couto
I don't think
show.
I have the link, but
Yep.
share it with us. Put it on there, Jody. We'll put it on the link. We'll put it on the show, and obviously we'll put it on my page.
Yeah, we'll give a couple tickets away.
But yeah, she's on Broadway.
Yeah.
Like that's their goal as theater kids, right?
Yeah.
And she's doing it, and she's not afraid. She's taking it head on. So I'm very proud of her.
That's amazing. I'm proud of it too, man. That's amazing. Dude, thank you so much for being here. Jody, thank you so much. Haile, thank you so much. And the audience, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the show. We appreciate all the support. It's absolutely amazing. Going into the new year with all this newfound energy, new ideas, working with Boomer, the marketing, just reach out to the Bobby Couto Show at gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook, Messenger, and we'll get that all packaged up for you for the new year, right? Like now's the time to do it. Don't wait. Yeah? We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, everybody, always remember that all roads lead here.